And then sometimes somebody doesn't like it.
Well, I hope somebody heckled the hell out of Tiffany Haddish's next show at the White Castle.
Well,
She's performing at White Castle.
you don't like her, do you?
Not anymore. Not after the attention grab.
Well, you know there's going to be people that defend
But
them.
when you're a comedian, you should defend comedians' right to be able to tell jokes on stage. To me, her stance is going to get her in a lot of trouble when she's on stage in the future and tells an off-color joke, and now, boom.
The problem you have is you make all these comments, but now everybody's going to go look at Tiffany Haddich's Twitter line and see what she said in the past. And, you know, it's, you know, well, you can't say anything because now people are going to go dig 10 years ago. Oh, remember what you said here 10 years ago?
The Hollywood Reporter listed Tiffany Haddish among the 100 most powerful people in entertainment in both 2018 and 2019.
No, she has been. This is 2022.
It's pretty
She's got a lot of explaining to do now for dramatic fall of the White Castle.
Where is she in 2022? You can't make that comment if you're not in the top 100 in 2022.
Guys, we need a poll on the Twitter tweets to see who has heard of Tiffany Horseradish, because I know I haven't. That's from Hammer and Hank.
Tiffany Horseradish is a great name.
I had to look her up to see who.
I had to look her up and see as well. I've heard of the name. I just had to put the face to the name.
For some reason, the name Haddish sticks out to me for some reason.
Very similar to Hack.
Is her nationality is American Eritrean? What is that? Eritrean?
I just see American.
No, it just says Eritrean.
It's celebrity for ethnic.
She's of Ethiopian Jewish heritage.
That's Eritrean?
That's an interesting...
The official state of Eritrea, I think that's how it's pronounced, Horn of Africa, bordered by Ethiopia in the south, Sudan in the west, and Djibouti in the southeast.
Guys, don't need awards for makeup for movies. Do need to have Lady Gaga's former makeup artist on the show, though. Thanks. That's from Nathan S. in the YouTube chat.
Well, yeah, she was interesting.
She was.
I don't need somebody to get an award for best hair.
And we aren't the Oscars. Let's just be honest.
You can give them an award. You just don't need to spend time bringing them up on stage because they don't get the seats in front. They're in the rafters. Then you got to wait,
when does that really
knocking
happen?
people
When
away,
someone came
walking
from the rafters?
down the aisles, going around the corner, backstage, and front, walking up. I got to thank all of my assistants, John and Jean and Bob and Steve. Nobody cares. It's hair.
No.
Give them the award, and we don't have to see it. And they did before the show. 10 of them. The 10 that I said get rid of, they got rid of them.
Well, they always do the technical awards before the show.
Well, these weren't technical
Speaking
awards.
of sitting in the rafters,
That would be...
was Tiffany
No,
Haddish
these
on
were
the lights?
awards they've given away every year
She couldn't get in.
live on the show, except for this year they stopped.
Jackson, was Tiffany Haddish handling the lights last night?
That would be wild.
In that case, she did have the best view, probably, in terms of the smack, because she was highlighting that on television.
Yeah.
So, you know, she was, maybe she was stand-in on one of the seats and cut a glimpse of it.
Jackson is getting upset. You can hear it in his voice. Pepper and Jeannie have finally gotten to him. That's from Lady
No,
Gaga.
I'm not upset. It's just that when you say things like, I don't disagree with Paul Boy's take. She's wrong, but it's not where he's coming from. I think is misguided that she's not relevant. She's very relevant.
And I love Jackson, and me keep saying she's a C-lister isn't a shot at Jackson.
No, I know. I'm not upset.
Well, if you're playing at the White Castle,
top 100.
see it best. That's
Top 100 is nothing to
Nothing
stand
to
about.
poo-poo. I agree with that. I was shocked that she is in a top 100. What was it? The most powerful?
People in Hollywood.
Okay, that's according to who now?
That is a stretch.
The Hollywood Reporter.
That's got to be the most powerful woman, right?
No, one of the top 100 most powerful people in Hollywood.
Oh, I don't know.
That's hard.
I don't even know her, and I can't believe that.
Think of all the people that are running studios and producers and directors. They would be more popular than a comedian, right? I mean, more powerful than a comedian.
And you're talking a White Castle comedian, bro.
Right. Is that the one by Busch Stadium or the one here by 44 and Bowls in Fenton?
I think
Well, that's a nice one.
The one by Busch Stadium is rugged. Like, you got to really...
Good pregame treat.
You see here. What's with all these onions? Hey, everybody, what's going on? Tiffany Haddish here. Who's got the double cheese?
I would like that. If I'm in line at White Castle, I'd like a comedian telling jokes.
That would be great.
Okay.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie.
And now the Pepper and Genie Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepper and Genie.
Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie. Pepper and Genie.
We don't know what it is.
We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. Tim McKernan, once a young boy attending St. Gabriel's in South City, with big league dreams and a lopsided head. But that head was full of hair back then, so you couldn't tell much. Anyway, who knew he would someday return to St. Gabriel's triumphantly as the host of a kick-butt trivia night that's all about the show he eventually created and finally brought to the big leagues. HD2 Radio. It's the first ever TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabe's. It's trivia all about the morning after. So if you know about Iggy's weirdo Hito obsession, or maybe how many days the dude from the poor part of whatever city has been suspended by Doug or whatever, this thing's right up your alley. Tables of 8 are on sale now. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke and beer from the beer sponsor to be named later, plus late night food from Uncle Leo's Pizza. A portion of ticket proceeds will go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. TMA Trivia Night. Get more details at TMASTL.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com. Man, Ryan, the home buying market is competitive as all get out right now.
You need every leg up you can get. You need every advantage you can get. And that's what we give you at the HomeLoanExpert.com. We have a 10-day closing guarantee. That's right, 10 days. If that doesn't make your offer stand out, not sure what will. We also have lower rates, over a quarter point lower than the national average. We don't just talk about low rates, we have them. And at the HomeLoanExpert.com, we have programs for almost anybody. Got questions? Ready to get pre-approved? The HomeLoanExpert.com.
KPNT-FM, HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the morning after and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMASTL and at TMASTL.com. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, the Plowboy, and Action Jackson.
7:09 in St. Louis. You're listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, the Potted Plant from the Michelob Ultra Studios. Welcome to our Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Alton Toyota. 7 o'clock hour, Timothy, Mike McKernan, Douglas Elvin, Vaughn, Kenneth Iggy Strode, Action Jackson, Virgin Pringles, and the Plowhawks on the ones and twos. And Doug, the Cardinals are coming, tra-la.
They're not coming. They got whooped last night 7-1, and for that reason, I won't be much good to you. Not today, I won't. Your starter gives up 10 hits and 7 runs and, 3 2/3? That won't get it done. Not here, it won't. Not in this league, it doesn't get it done. Well, they're not coming. Guys have stopped hitting now.
Who pitched last
Edmund
night?
has stopped hitting. Palante pitched last night.
Who are these guys?
Carlson has stopped hitting. Nobody's hitting, really. I guess Goldschmidt and Arenado still get hits every now and then. No one else is hitting. Can't get a starting pitcher to give us 6-7 innings. I don't know about this club. We're going through some rough sledding here, fellas.
Yeah, you'd expect more out of Palante.
Dougie had been pitching well last night. Not a good outing for him, and it compounds the problem as the bullpen continues to have to get out there early, and then it impacts the next game. Jack.
Yeah, the bullpen pitched very well, but, the horse is out of the barn at that point. They really are desperately in need of another starting pitcher or two. Really are.
When's the trade deadline?
August 2nd.
Yeah, so they got some time.
Yeah, there's plenty of time.
But when you add one more playoff team to each league, there's more teams in the mix and fewer teams willing to give up a decent pitcher for prospects, thinking they might get in too.
You have the Red Sox surging, now 9 games over 500 after a terrible start. But then you have the big issues. You have the Yankees and Mets, Doug. And they're at the top of their respective leagues, and they're going to play high-stakes poker.
Yeah.
So if there's a big name out there that could help the Cardinals in the rotation, they're going to be in competition with the Yankees and the Mets, much less the Red Sox. And then, of course, the Dodgers, who are omnipresent.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to find somebody. I don't know that there's anybody in their system right now that's ready to step up. Liberatore doesn't appear to be the kind of guy who's ready to take on a role at number 2 or 3 starter. Not yet.
Doug, it's over. Shut it down. Rest the pitchers for next year. It's in the total package.
That's not a good idea.
Wouldn't that be great? Just call up your AA second baseman, and that's your rotation.
We're just now halfway through the season. You can't say it's over.
We need like a Sandy Alcantara type pitcher.
Well, that would be nice. Oh, well, we had him, traded him.
Oh, yeah.
But for when you mention that, you also have to mention they stole Goldschmidt and Arenado.
I know.
Didn't give up anything for either guy.
And you can't
Why do you hate Austin Gomber?
I'd rather have Arenado.
Oh, wow.
I mean, those are really two enormous. Those are like Lou Brock type trades.
Yeah, but Gomber.
Where you gave up next to nothing and got superstars.
But Gomber.
Gomber, you can have Gomber.
I'm pretty sure he's doing awful.
So all the guys they sent to Arizona for
back.
Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt might be the MVP.
They sent Carson Kelly.
You win some, you lose some.
Luke Weaver. Luke Weaver.
Don't you know that kind of hurts in Arizona? Is their favorite player they've never had, the best player in the history of the franchise, and they gave him away for two guys that don't hardly even play? I mean, that hurts.
Hark, a well-penised hombre. At least he tells me I'm hot. After we make love, I enjoy his butt snot.
Okay, we're getting into the real show now. We've talked about the Cardinals for 2.5 minutes, and now we're into the, what I would call the foundation of the show.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
Comfort food. Butt snot.
We've
Butt's
peeled
not
it
even
back, and now we're into the fruit of the issue.
Oh, that's from Dick Grode's Gagger.
Okay.
Butt's not even for me.
At least a baseball player.
Yeah. Yeah, so it makes sense based on the topic.
Yeah. He's a good shortstop.
They get you go to Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Joan Jett in Poison.
I did not, Tim. It was a little warm last night. And there's one band I would probably want to see, Joan Jett. Maybe Poison, but...
Now, you went to see Santana last night.
And he collapsed on stage.
I saw that. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
No, Brett Michael. I don't know. These bands, and I'm at the age where I expect these bands to still be good, even though they're like 65, 70.
Yeah.
And you get disappointed. I mean, all of my bands are old.
And you want them to sound like they did 30 years ago.
And you know they're not going to, but now I'm going to see Liliac next week, and they're like 20. So they should still be fresh.
No, are they also at Busch Stadium?
No, they're at the Diamond Music Club.
Smaller venue.
Smaller venue. They have a stage, and then they have pool tables.
All right.
Never been there.
No.
Looking forward to
Where's
it.
that?
Fallon, I think. Fallon, I believe. Missouri, I believe.
Fallon, Missouri.
Never been there. Maybe St. Peter's, one of the two.
Okay.
So no, Tim, I heard there was a post on the fan page with some guys who had gone. They said it wasn't very good.
Doug, did you see the post on the fan page about the concert?
I didn't. No.
Somebody tagged me in one of them, so that's why I saw it. But they talked about Poison and Def Leppard and Motley Crue. Nobody mentioned Joan Jett. Maybe she didn't show up.
I don't know.
Well, here's some of the audio right now. She covered Zombie.
That's kind of what I think it would have been like to be there. Guys yelling, screaming like that. It's 105 degrees. Everyone's a stoner.
Cranberries, I would love to see. Never saw Dolores.
Did you ever see Dolores?
No, or the Cranberries. No. I haven't seen very many concerts in my life.
I don't know. I wouldn't even want to guess. 300? 400?
500? It's a magic number with
That's
you.
a magic. I might as well say, yeah, probably 500.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. When you're a classic rock guy, and I feel bad because I really don't follow music now, like some of these bands and singers. I just don't follow. I listen to Kay Shear. I listen to vintage vinyl or classic vinyl on Sirius XM. So I don't know a lot of these bands. So I like to go see bands that I grew up with. And
That's pretty common. Most people liked the music when they were coming of age, or high school, college, teens, and 20 years.
Yeah, but
30s,
now those bands are 70s, 80s.
Right. Well, that happens to every generation.
So I just kind of, you go and there's, you know what you're going to get. Can't sing anymore. They get to the high notes. They stick the microphone in the audience, let you sing.
Would you prefer if they played a soundtrack and just kind of lip-synced it?
No, if I did, I could just sit at home and put on an album.
Well, you'd still be seeing them. They'd still be dancing around. And the music blaring. I think I would prefer that. If they can't pull it off now, I think I would prefer them lip syncing and having the sound kind of like it did when the record came out.
A lot of them do that anyway.
Do they?
Ashley
Like
Simpson.
Gaga?
Ashley Simpson, no, Gaga never has.
Was
Kiss.
there a worse smelling place on earth last night than Busch Stadium?
Oh, I
That's
can
from
imagine.
the Reluctant Cock.
I can imagine with David Klein yelling and singing like that, and everybody sweating.
Oh, the sweats.
Oh, can you imagine standing in line to try to get a drink, 30 people deep.
Oh, I'm thinking about the troughs. Going into the bathroom and just laying mud down. Really establishing basically your second home, which is one of those stalls.
No.
Our listeners didn't feel like going either because we have like 5 sets of tickets here that weren't picked up from our listeners.
Oh, JV golf coach. Wait, would that happen?
Yeah, he came and picked up tickets.
Oh, did he?
Guys, Joan Jett played from 4:40 to 5:40.
Really?
That's pretty early.
God, it must have been hot then.
Oh, that's the...
Probably had leather pants on, too.
Thank you.
How old is Joan Jett, you think?
I'll
go 62?
Let's say
Let's see. That'd be 80. That would be 42.
Nurse
I'm going to say
Nancy.
61.
Doug, you want to fire a bullet at the pot?
I said 64.
Anybody want to fire a bullet at the pot?
I already see it, so...
Jackson will withdraw from the action.
Yeah.
Plowhook?
Yeah, 66.
63 is the correct answer.
Oh, okay.
All the good numbers were taken.
Except the right one.
Still looks good for her age.
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of taking a chance when you schedule an outdoor concert in St. Louis.
On July 5th?
Yeah. Yeah, you're rolling the dice there.
I would not be able to look my agent in the eye after I got off stage at 4:40 in the afternoon.
It was 105 degrees.
Well, when you got,
115 heat index.
Thank you for worrying about my health, sir.
I'm supposed to be dancing up there for an hour and a half.
when you have 4 bands, you got to start early.
I assume they had fans or something to cool off the stage. They must have. Or would they make too much noise? Would they get in the way?
No, they have fans up there. I saw pictures last night. I don't think I saw one person with sleeves on.
Fans on the stage, fans in the stands.
Clapping their hands.
Thank you.
In 2016, former Runaways guitarist Lita Ford. Doug, remember Lita Ford? Kiss Me Once, Kiss Me Twice, Come On Pretty Baby, Kiss Me Deadly.
I think I remember that.
89?
I don't know the years, Tim.
She revealed in her memoir that she quit the band because the other members were all gay, saying, First I found out that Sandy, the one I had bonded with the most, was a lesbian. Then I found out that Cherie was messing around with Joan. I was so freaked out that I quit the band. When I found out that the girls were all gay in the band, I wasn't sure how to take it. I didn't know what it was. And then in a 2018 interview with New York Times, when asked about how an LGBT film festival did not want to show her documentary because she was, quote, not out, Jett said, quote, they don't want the movie there because I don't declare, holding up her necklace. What the F is that? 2 axes crossing each other inside of 2 women's symbols crossing each other. It's not been off since I got it, and I wear this one every day. She turns around, lifts her shirt, and reveals a tattoo with similar female symbols on her lower back. I don't know how much more you can declare. Joan Jett.
A lot of people
that's
declaring.
awesome.
Now, is there a larger percentage of women that are gay than men, do you think?
In my mind, yes.
Okay.
No.
About the same?
I think the dedication level is much more in men than women.
The dedication level.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what the percentage would
I bet
be.
it's very similar.
Yeah, 60-40 split, you think? Give or take?
60-40 what?
I think men to women.
More men?
I have no data to prove that there would be more gay men than
I would say more
women.
women.
This is strictly a guess. I mean, it's not like any of us have any data that we've looked up in the last 10 years.
No,
so.
no.
That have come out. I think women, I have no data to prove this, but I think women are more willing to come out as lesbians than guys come out as gay.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, I don't have any data for that either.
But that's the show.
We should preface all of our takes with I don't have any data for this. But
Welcome to Trib City, bitch. Trib City, bitch.
Now, it does prove my point that Joan Jett was hiding that she was a lesbian when she grabbed my butt. Because Lita Ford didn't even know she was a lesbian.
now why in the world would she have grabbed your tuchus
somebody said that once. Somebody said, she's a lesbian. She wouldn't grab your butt. Well, she was pretending to be straight because I think that's what the band wanted. 4 hot chicks.
And so she sought you out and started grabbing your cheeks.
No, I was backstage.
What were you doing backstage?
I'll tell the story again, and that's the text will come in. Oh, how many times are you going to hear this story?
Okay, I've forgotten it.
I had a shirt on that I had made. It had the album cover screen printed on the front. There was a place down in Webster Groves, right by the old station, called Spectrum. And they could take an album cover and screen print it onto a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And Cherie Curie, the singer, is on the cover.
Marie Curie.
Cherie Curie. And so we were in the front of the stage. You know Rico's too.
Rico Cardi.
Yeah.
Braves left
Everybody
field.
knows Rico's too.
Yeah.
And after the first song, she just leaned down. She goes, "That shirt is so bitchin'." I said, "You like it?" She goes, "Yeah." I gave it to her. I just took it out. I did.
Now you were topless?
Yeah, the rest of the show I had no shirt on. So afterwards,
She took your sweaty shirt right off of you
I don't know how
while
sweaty it
she was playing the concert.
No, I gave it to her.
Stopped between songs and took your shirt.
Yeah, she was in a garter belt and panties.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. I bet you were too.
So anyway, we went backstage afterwards, and they asked us to go to a party. And we couldn't because Frank had to go meet his girlfriend, and
Now,
he
who's
drove.
Frank Ladd?
Frank
no,
Ladd.
Frank Koch.
Who the hell is Frank Koch?
Well,
One of the Koch
who's gonna
brothers.
get that text name?
One of the Koch brothers?
No.
The huge Republican donors?
So,
You went to a party with the Koch brothers, topless?
It was at Palm Beach.
yeah.
And you're doing radio still?
No, it was a Rico's.
Yeah.
He was,
Rico's in Palm Beach.
he was
The
P-whipped.
sister bar.
So he had to go get his girlfriend, so we couldn't go. But as I was leaving, Joan Jett just grabbed my butt.
So Joan Jett says you want to go to a party. And you go, no, Frank's got to go pick up his
I think
girlfriend.
Cherie Curie asked us to go.
So you would go, right? You
we
would
had
say,
no way
Frank,
to-
we're going
we
to have
had
to
no way to
depart
get there."
ways right now. I'm going to this party.
I had no way to get there. He drove.
Joan would have taken you.
Then how do we get home?
You cannot lose games in the NFL and still win.
I don't think at that age you worry about how am I going to get home. If a famous rock star says, hey, let's go to a party, and she's already ripped your shirt off, I think you go.
Yeah, they weren't famous at the time. Nobody really knew who they were.
Well, you were there, and you had an album cover on your shirt.
I
They
dug
were
them.
that famous.
I dug them, but nobody really knew who they were. At that age, you don't really care. I'm not enamored with, it's a rock star. Who cares?
Well, you were
Are you
bigger than
getting
the
turned on by this?
Turn that down, too. No, so she didn't.
So
grab me.
Joan Jett and her band says, let's go party, and you say, I
I said, Frank, let's go. He said,
Girlfriend.
I got to go pick up Shelly or Sandy or whatever her name was.
Who was it?
I slept with her, too.
Wow, Eskimo Brothers?
Nice.
So when exactly did she
Love that
grab your
for you guys.
caboose?
As we're leaving, she goes, sure you're not coming? I said, can't go.
Oh, come on.
But she turned out to be a lesbian, so it was all an act.
Good morning, folks. This all never happened. Thank you. That's from Dervish Parish.
Well, it did happen, but why would I make that up? Why would I make anything up? I mean, there's
It's the part about
stories.
not going with them to the party that I find hard to believe.
Well, I wasn't driving. We had no car.
She could have taken you. You could have spent the night with Joan.
Maybe. And then maybe not. Then how are we getting home?
Cab,
The tour bus.
friend, parents, brother.
You're young. You don't think about things like that.
The infamous Gentleman's Quarters, which is the only strip art America attached to a parking lot of a McDonald's.
I guess when you
I
have,
edited that out.
I guess when you have so many chances to go and party and sleep with famous rock stars, you can't take them all.
We didn't know she was going to be a famous rock star. She's the only one really that became famous, Hall of Fame worthy.
All right.
Now, did Frank marry this girl?
Yeah. What happened to this romance?
I don't believe so.
Now, looking back, do you regret the actions you took? Do you wish you had gone ahead and swung for the fences?
She was actually Jerry Watts' niece who owned Grassi's at the time. We all walked to Grassi's.
No, we're talking about, do you regret that you didn't see it through and go to the party that night?
Yeah, and engage in coitus, bro.
No, because probably nothing would happen with me and her. It may have been an act for fans, and she was a lesbian, so she wasn't going to be with a guy.
That's a perfect scenario, though. If she wanted to go all the way with this act, you could have married her and be just a house husband.
And I'm not even
kids.
I'm not even sure they were 18.
just a
I'm not
few.
even sure they were 18, to be honest with you.
They weren't 18.
Yeah.
She wasn't 18?
I think they were all like 17 years old.
Doug, remember that Kip
Back
Ringer
it
song,
out.
She's Only 17?
No.
Yeah, gotta pull that up, Plow. Really good. Walks off, though.
Could you bring my M&Ms?
What year was this, Iggy?
I can't remember. It was.
Doug, what year was it?
I can't even
I mean,
remember.
we're out of high
data.
school, so it's probably 78, maybe.
There's your phone
I
now.
thought I
That's
told
her.
her.
That could be her.
I guarantee
Still
it, that's
trying
a
to
fake
convince
number.
people she's not gay.
I'll read it. I guarantee it. Say it's Joan.
Okay.
Maybe 70. I bet Eula would know because they were in the KSHE studios. That's the only reason I knew they were in town. I was listening to KSHE and they had him in studio, and I said, "God." So I went.
Why don't you go in there and ask John Hewlett?
Stop his
Well,
show.
I don't really think it matters.
Tell the story and see if he can guess on a year.
When Joe Jet was in studio.
I would like Jackson to somehow get video of him walking in there and asking you what that and looking at the confusion on John's face.
I don't know if he'd have been there or not. I don't know when he started. 78, 79. I don't remember the date.
Oh, no.
I mean,
remember years either.
Cherie knows better than me. 'Cause
Cherie Curry.
She remembered me giving her the-
Cherie DeVille?
She remembered.
Cherie DeVille.
That's where Cherie got the name. She took the name from Cherie Curry. She was a big Runaways fan. But the Ramones opened for they opened for the Ramones. I didn't even stay for the Ramones. I don't remember the Ramones being there.
Stop saying Ramones.
That was the name of the band. The
Okay,
Ramones.
but you said it like 5 times there.
And none of the band were named Ramones. They're all
Stop saying Ramones.
Joey Ramone, Tommy Ramone.
Oh,
but
my
there was nobody in
goodness.
the band named Ramone.
Stop.
You having a treat, bro?
I just pounded a donut. Was sorry to continue, Iggy.
Okay.
Sounds like really affected you.
Oh, that's good.
So you turned down
So she
Joan
remembered-
Jett and
she
went to the Ramones concert.
No, they were supposedly on the same bill. I just don't remember that.
What venue?
Rico's 2 in Belleville. Might have been Granite City.
Rico's 2. This was just a bar that these people were playing at.
Well, it was a nightclub bar.
The Madison Square Garden of the Mountain City.
Okay, I don't remember it.
Well, Cherie remembered because I remember that because I was fighting a terrible cold.
What do you mean she remembered it? When did you see her to ask her that?
I interviewed her.
Oh.
And I talked about that.
One of the
She goes-
straight to the
she goes,
web
that was you. I
podcast.
remember that. I said, really? She goes, yeah, I remember I had a very bad cold that night.
This was 45 years ago, and she remembered she had a cold while playing
I
Rico's
guess-
2.
I guess
Granite City.
Wow. I guess some musicians remember things like that.
Guys, Joan Jett's agent called me once and asked if I could get her a table at the Arnold Fazoli's for Christmas Eve. So, Mr. Slave.
What do you think would happen if you called Fazoli's and asked if you could get a table?
They'd be like, all right.
Yeah, they would say, okay.
Chris Raby is listening to the show this morning, and he has texted it, and he says, I have an index card, and I am writing down all of Ken's lies. From 7:18 to 7:21, he lied. From 7:22 to 7:25, he lied. And then he lied from 7:23 to 7:27. That's 10 minutes of lies so far. I'll keep updating the index card. Thanks. That's from Chris Raby.
Hey, well, why don't you point out the lies? Everybody does that. Lie, he lied. And then you don't tell me which one I'm lying about. Which
We don't know.
stories?
We don't have the data.
She grabbed my butt. I had a shirt on. I went to the concert. I mean,
You were topless the rest of the night. After she grabbed your shirt, when you went to her party, still topless.
I was in Granite City.
So it's not a lie. It's just a misquote of
I
myself.
fit right in.
It was okay to be topless in Granite City?
Well, yeah.
That sounds like a Tom Hanks movie, Topless in Granite City.
Billy Crystal
he and Meg
makes
Ryan
some
together
sort
again.
of appearance.
They could be steel workers about to lose their job. See, there's 1,000 of them going to lose their job over there in Granite City.
One of the husbands
since
is
Rico's
losing
closed.
all of his paycheck at like the Hustler Club.
Yeah.
Guys, I believe 17-year-old lesbian Joan Jett went to St. Gabriel's. Thank you. That's from Mr. Nipples.
Well, she would have been out by then, hopefully.
I never heard that. We will be at St. Gabriel's, Doug, 2 weeks from Saturday night. How do you do, J.D. Drew? It is TMA Trivia Night, the very first, as we partner with Friends of Kids with Cancer, and you can get your tickets right now at tmastl.com. All of your food from Salt and Smoke and from Uncle Leo's included, and all of your beer from Urban Chestnut included. How do you do?
I'm fine.
It's just a way to hang out on a Saturday night and benefit Friends of Kids with Cancer. So get your tickets at tmastl.com. It is our first ever trivia night to Taking place on July 23rd at St. Gabriel's. Be surrounded by the banners and all of the beer from Urban Chestnut, all of the barbecue from Salt and Smoke, and all of the pizza from Uncle Leo's, plus toasted ravioli, as I understand it as well. That's on Saturday night, July 23rd, and you can experience it all at St. Gabriel's by going to tmastl.com to get your tickets. You can buy one ticket, you can buy two tickets. You can buy 3 tickets, 4 tickets, 5 tickets, 6 tickets, 7 tickets, 8 tickets. Do we call it an 8-top?
I wouldn't say top.
Yeah, 8-top.
Bottom.
It's an 8-top?
An
In the
8-top.
restaurant business, yeah, 8-top.
No,
an
what's the
8-top at
word
St.
top
Gabriel's.
supposed to mean there?
Table. Now, if you buy a couple tickets, we can't guarantee who you sit with.
I think that's the fun of it, though.
Potluck. It's like a key party.
Are we close enough to Granite City that people should feel comfortable arriving topless?
You know his birthday is today? Cal Kennedy.
Wow.
I only know that because I did a cameo for him.
Oh, you did?
Somebody asked me to do a birthday cameo for him, so I did. It says his birthday is the 6th.
Happy birthday, Cal. Doug the John Wooden of South St. Louis.
He's coached a lot of those teams, has he? At St. Gabe's.
A lot of banners.
He's refereed a lot of games, isn't he?
Does he have like a shadow box at home with all the rings?
Yeah, I mean,
Probably.
that's probably in a safe deposit.
He's probably got
somewhere.
a sewing machine where he makes the banners.
That's slander right there.
Can you imagine that's in his office?
I think I mentioned that in the cameo. Yeah, it was just a slanderous cameo where I just accused him of stealing the banners and paying off referees.
Yeah.
My grandfather died a long time ago, but it feels like he's still with us every time I hear one of Iggy's long-winded, self-serving stories that no one cares about. It's from Rob McClanahan, but my good friends call me Rue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Doug asked me to tell the story, and I wasn't going to. And he
I was interested in it.
So I just don't bring these things up out of nowhere.
No.
Plowhawk, I know you're getting ready to trim your shrubs for trivia night with Manscaped.
Oh, man, that's actually a good idea because, I want to sit with the random people there and kind of have a key party. So
You would put on a demonstration of shaving?
I don't know if I could legally do that at a school. Or
Yeah,
basically
probably a
anywhere in public.
bad
But
idea.
where you can do it, Doug, in the comfort of your own home, in your bathroom, reverse cow G, or you can do it in the shower, because it's the Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof.
Is it?
So, no more that nicks and cuts. It's got so many attachments there to really make your bush as thick or not so thick as you would like. Go clean shave porpoise like Iggy over here. You can do all that with the Manscaped equipment. You got the crop shaver for the underneath. You got to jack up the car and look at the oil. That's kind of what you're doing there with that gooch area. You got to make sure you.
Don't make that noise.
I know you love it, and you get that right there. It's just a nice, easy ball shaver. You have the exfoliating gel as well for both the top and the bottom for that seamless shave.
I would hope
no
this is
itching,
seamless.
no burning.
Yeah.
And it's really great for the summer. It is super hot out. It's super muggy.
Oh, sure
If
is.
you had a full matted tuft there at Busch Stadium, you may not have survived that whole concert. Manscaped can do that. You go to manscaped.com, type in the promo code Doug, TMA.
TMA.
That gets you 20% off and free shipping. They have boxers as well. Kind of cuff your balls. It's that great mesh feel. Very airy.
What sound does it make again?
Go to manscaped.com, 20% off. Type in TMA. And you'll get that discount with the free shipping. Love the company.
Do you?
And
Manscaped.
hope they love me as well.
Manscaped, great to have them on board here on TMA. Great to have Engineered Design Facilities as the sponsor of our text inbox. EDF's Fire Division now testing, inspecting, and maintaining the fire system on all commercial kitchen and restaurant hoods. If you have visibility to your company or place of business's commercial fire alarm panel and system, please email fire@edf-rg.com and have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com, the official commercial fire alarm service and solutions provider of TMA. And you can get involved on the program by texting into the Engineered Design Facilities text inbox 314-881-TMA5, and you can call in. And we are taking calls this morning. We are going to do it here, 7:36 in the Munganast St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. 636-900-4TMA. Let's Doug clear the lines and then load them back up.
Okay, let's go ahead and clear them. Let's clear the lines. Plowsy, get your hand on the button
Oh,
and
yeah.
clear the lines.
I just cleared them. Veronica
Okay.
later. Jennifer, peace.
Yep, Doug, all the ladies.
Sandy, bye.
All right.
Yep, they're gone. So now we open them up. 636-900-4TMA. And you are welcome to call in, and we will move the guys to the front of the line today, because we usually move the ladies to the front of the line, but today the guys are at the front of the line for our press conference Wednesday here on the Steve Schmidt Kia of North County phone lines. And you can email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. Iggy, I didn't think we were going to have any precipitation today. Are you seeing anything? Is that going to cool things off for those who might be dealing with some issues?
Yeah, it's going to cool off to like 97 tomorrow.
Wow.
So it's getting down below 100. Yeah, I mean, a spot shower here. I mean, this is just kind of moving in, moving out, moving in. Just a shot spot shower.
Nice.
It's actually going to make it a little bit hotter.
Nice.
They had more than spot showers up north of
humid.
here. Boy, they had some nasty storms.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So
North of St. Louis?
Well, way up on Great Lakes area, the Dakotas and Iowa. And,
yeah, it's not affecting us.
No. I don't. As hot as it is, I don't miss winter. I don't miss it.
No, I don't
I
either.
agree with you, and I agree with you, Bill. Big time.
I'll walk to my car and be a little toasty, and then get in and do as I please.
Because you can drive normal in the summer.
Right.
Regardless of how hot it is, it's not like the roads are melting and you're going to have issues. You don't have snow or all that to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
I am too.
If you're dealing with an air conditioning that goes out, make sure you go to designairservice.com and work with Seth Goldcamp and his service technicians. Seth Goldcamp, Design Air Heating and Cooling, a loyal sponsor of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Go online at designairservice.com, click on the Book Now tab, and now you're working with a service technician, and they'll be out there quick, fast, and in a hurry, because they know that when it gets down to it, urgency is the key when the air conditioning goes out, and they will be out there, and they will fix it, and everything will be back to normal for you. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, the official HVAC provider of TMA. Now, think about it.
Okay.
If you want to send your questions in for QFTA, deep dive requests, if you just want to flirt, that's fine. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, TMCKERNAN at InsideSTL.com. Jackson and I will be recording QFTA today. Doug, we have TMA, we have Balloon Party, we have a Sound Story, and then we have QFTA.
All right.
There's the line. 3 sound stories yesterday.
That's a lot of talking.
Yeah, 2 from a family, a mother and a father of a listener in Pennsylvania. I know a lot about Pennsylvania, and it's great.
Right.
Joe Paterno.
There she goes. And you can book your sound stories at mysoundstory.com with Doug, with Learn, with myself. Jackson's doing one next Monday. I am interviewing a World War II veteran who fought in the Battle of the Bulge on Monday. How about that? You guys were talking about Band of Brothers before the show.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be very
Huge
interesting.
fan of that.
Yeah.
And he is open to talking about it. So if you want to have your mother, father, grandparents, whomever interviewed, you want to do an interview for yourself, for your kids, for your grandkids, go to mysoundstory.com and book it. I don't know what this is that Jackson sent over, but I'm intrigued by it, and I read it when he sent it over, and I read. Zoomers, particularly those on TikTok. Doug, what are Zoomers, particularly those on TikTok, mean?
People that have Zoom meetings?
Zoomers is a new generation.
Oh, that would be the worst one.
Below,
It already sounds
so
terrible.
I'm Gen Z. I think Zoomers are a generation below me. So like kids just graduating high school.
Zoomers.
Zoomers, particularly those on TikTok, are really good at making previously lauded white men seem remarkably uncool. This is a curse that has now befallen Justin Timberlake, the once pop prince. At the turn of the century, Timberlake dominated every facet of pop culture. He was the de facto breakout star of dominating boy band NSYNC and the boyfriend of pop princess Britney Spears. When both those parts of his life ended in uniquely dramatic fashions, he spun it into solo superstardom. 20 years...
No.
Oh, is that Natty Nate?
20 years ago this fall, he made his mark with Justified. 4 years later, Future Sex Love Sounds would secure him enough industry.
Future Sex is a good album.
But Love Sound is another album?
No, it was Future Sex / Love Sounds.
That Cordell Stewart's nickname was Slash, wasn't it?
It was. Steelers quarterback. Ran the ball a lot.
Threw it to Michael Westbrook in the end zone at Ann Arbor, 1994. Is that September?
I don't know the years, Tate. Tim, I don't know the years.
Would secure him enough industry good faith and clout for at least a decade more.
Yeah.
In between, he made some very big attempts at movie stardom, though many of those would flounder. Remember the Love Guru? Shivers.
God. He was good in social media.
No.
Bright spots like The Social Network and his
Social
recurring
Network.
Saturday Night Live appearances at least gave the illusion he was a triple threat.
Oh, Lord.
But over the last few years, things have changed drastically for Pop's baddish boy next door. He took several long breaks between albums that eventually gained responses ranging from tepid to horrified. 2018's Man of the Woods, anyone?
Okay.
Well, he's like 40-something now, isn't he?
Man of the Woods is underrated.
How old is he?
I didn't know he was still making albums.
He's like 36.
Well, he's no longer a
Maybe
teen.
he's older than that.
He's no longer
I'm going to take the over on 36.
Yeah, now I'm thinking.
Well, he's no longer a teeny bopper, so why are you picking on him?
Probably 40 even.
Do you think he's 40 even?
He's 41.
I bet he's at least 40.
He's 41.
Yeah.
It's not that old.
And he hasn't exactly taken over Hollywood. On top of some career missteps, public opinion on some of his actions as a budding star have been revisited, like the Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction that cost Janet Jackson her career.
God, really? Yeah, she's only made about $100 million since then.
Anybody hold that against Justin Timberlake?
And what does this have to do with Zoomers?
They don't like him.
This is brutal.
So
Old and white.
I'll try to give some background. I think Zoomers are actually my generation. There was a video that came
I
out.
thought you said they were a generation below you, bro.
I think they're this. I think we're all the same. I mean, it's all.
Oh, Jackson, you're a Zoomer,
It's
bro?
Generation Suck, I think is what it is.
Tee-hee.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, I'm sure the people above you said the same thing.
Oh, damn.
Sure they did. And they,
Excellent.
rightfully so.
Yeah. There was a video that came out of Justin Timberlake kind of like dancing on stage, and it was like really awkward. And so people kind of roasted him for it. So I think that's the basis for this article.
And the way he made Britney Spears a villain after their breakup. The blowback was so loud that Timberlake had to he also experienced blowback.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Had to issue a public apology to both women, though both Jackson and Spears have denied harboring any ill will towards him. Doug, the blowback took place 20 years after the events.
Right. It's just
That's a
guys.
slow
They
burn.
told him you have to write an article. You have to find something to complain about.
While his unchecked past catches up, his present is looking just as troublesome.
Oh yeah. He's probably down to only having $150 million in the bank.
Oh, Doug, you are so far from that.
In 2019, he was spotted holding hands with a co-star, even though he was and still is very married to Jessica Biel. A host of alleged blind items have been widely attributed to him, though none confirmed, leading to a speculation that he's cheated repeatedly on his wife and may also be balding.
My God, can you
balding.
Was he probably Limp D too? And he's Blue Chew? What else is wrong with him?
270
You're picking everything out on this guy.
That's what he's got, 270.
Jackson, what is a host of alleged blind items have been widely attributed to him, though none confirmed, leading to speculation that he's cheated repeatedly means?
I don't. Can you say that one more
Sure,
time?
no problem.
There's so many words in one sentence.
A host of alleged blind items have been widely attributed to him, though none confirmed, leading to speculation that he's cheated repeatedly.
Is that English? I don't understand.
I just read what's in the prompter. Whatever's in the
Basically,
prompter.
there's
What's a
hearsay.
blind item?
Really
That's what I was
lousy
wondering.
written.
Maybe blind eye.
No, like I think that does that mean like a girl he's with that.
That's her name.
This is putting me in a pretzel right now.
It's just nonsense. It's nonsense. Who sent this article?
All right, hold on. A news story.
A Zoomer.
A news story that is usually gossip in which the details of the matter are reported while the identities of the people involved are not revealed. Okay, so he's speculated to be with women outside of his marriage with Jessica Biel. Is that what it's saying?
A host of alleged blind items have been widely attributed to him, though none confirmed, leading to speculation that he's cheated repeatedly on his wife and may also be balding.
The important phrase there, none confirmed.
Right, so that's just all hearsay. It's hearsay and nonsense.
You can say
but
that about everybody on Earth.
Like, yeah, you can't just speculate on someone being unfaithful to their wife. That's unfair.
This guy is a girl. I don't know who wrote it.
This is in Rolling Stone.
This is a Rolling Stone article?
That's right.
Doug,
I'm
Brittany
shocked.
Spanos wrote it.
I am shocked.
Brittany Spanos, her father's deed.
Oh, I had Mrs. Spanos for 7th grade. Yeah, probably not the same person.
I mean, this sounds like a National Enquirer or Sun article.
They would be more truthful.
All of this made it incredibly difficult for Timberlake, who, like many of his early millennium peers, was as known for his dancing as he was his singing. To survive the public embarrassment of messing up the Beat Your Feet dance.
What?
Jackson, are you familiar with the Beat Your Feet dance?
Is that the dance he was doing? Because it was super
Doug, was
cringe.
it the dance?
Here, I'll tweet it out. I'll tweet it out.
It's called Beat Your Career Down. That's the new dance.
I'm gonna tweet it out.
And he's like 40. What, you expect him to move like... I don't get... What is this article?
It's just they told you have to write an article. Take a shot at someone.
I still can't quite figure out what the angle is here.
In a viral video from his performance at Pharrell's Something in the Water Festival that could possibly loom over his career larger than anything else mentioned so far.
Okay.
The teen idol gives hardcore, awkward dad energy for the first time in his music career. It's as harrowing to the millennial psyche as it is unbearably cringe to the numerous TikTok creators who spent a week roasting how he turned the DC specialty into an Irish jig.
Yeah, I will tweet it out right now.
What, the article?
No,
Oddly,
the video.
he's since apologized for his dancing, too.
Oh.
And his baldness.
Mets and Phillies in action tonight with Syndergaard on the hill. We told you Bruce was at first base. Let me just send something to Bill for a second, then I'll be with you. Hold on.
It's Totem's father-in-law.
Bill.
There's a lot of these guys that hit it very big. They're superstars in their early 20s, mid-20s. And then they're only human. They can only come up with so many hit songs or have the hit songs presented to them. They make their hundreds of millions, and then they kind of slow down into retirement, enjoy the rest of their life, and live like kings.
Imagine
Gary Coleman.
He's been 21 years in the spotlight. Like, think of how many days that is. And, you know, squeaky-ish clean. I mean, yeah, kind of what he did with Britney at the... I understand that. But come on, the Janet Jackson thing? That's beyond... That's wardrobe...
I'd like him to apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all saw a boob.
All right, go to TMA STL Twitter account.
Doug, that is the show's Twitter account, and we can take a look at it.
He's immensely talented. There was a while he was as big as anybody going.
Yeah.
Why don't you do an article on Earth, Wind, and Fire? They can't dance either anymore, but they were trying the other night.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe not.
Because a lot of people wouldn't remember them. The people that buy Rolling Stone probably wouldn't remember.
I don't know. I don't think it looks terrible.
Now, this article takes a twist in the final paragraph, Doug.
Finally.
On the latest episode of Don't Let This Flop, co-hosts E.J. Dixon and Brittany Spanos break down the Timberlake saga and also discuss the Minions and their iconic role in internet culture, VidCon, and OnlyFans couple who may or may not be sisters, and Himbo of the Week, Robert Irwin's polite rejection of horny TikTok fans. Doug, the co-host, once again, E.J. Dixon and Brittany Spanos, the article written by Brittany Spanos.
Okay. Boy, it was a great piece of journalism.
She third-personed it and then pumped up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let this flop.
Okay.
Great title.
I didn't listen to the last paragraph. What was spicy about it?
Nothing. Nothing.
There was nothing.
I think we're all disappointed in the article.
It didn't have a lot of legs.
No.
From the jump.
No.
An article because he messed up dancing shows up in the Rolling Stone. What has happened to this magazine?
He just got dragged, so they wrote an article about it. Yeah, I think Doug's actually right, where they're like, you have to write an article this week. They saw that, and they're like, all right, we'll just write it. What happened to JT?
Yeah. He's a big name. We can claim this is all about Justin. We even put him on the cover.
Why don't you do an article on Britney Spears? She's just dying to get naked.
Yep.
She's back on Instagram, and everything is topless. Covering her boobs and dancing around and showing her butt. I mean, just go on OnlyFans and get it over with.
Oh.
The first time she took her top off, I said, wow. Well, that was Sweeney.
Oh, I know, but it still works.
Sydney Sweeney, Euphoria.
Awesome.
The show or Sydney?
Both, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Then I saw a movie with her the other night called, I think it's called Voyeur. her and this guy she moves in with spy on their neighbors, and then she starts getting freaky.
Yeah.
She's topless a lot in this, too.
Oh, no.
Full frontal, I believe.
Oh, shrub?
Gosh.
Yeah. No,
What's
shaved.
the shrub situation, bro?
Shaved.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that your preference?
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a little stubble, but
Stubble.
I don't
What about
have,
tuft?
I don't have to go searching.
Now, tuft is another thing.
Yeah, I don't have to go searching.
I think you gotta have a particular body type for tufts.
Right. What's the body type for a tuft?
I think wide hips
Oh. Why would that help?
to make the hair look less tuffy. I don't know.
Guys, did that Zoomer Jackson send this hit piece article through the text inbox from his own phone like the Burlap did with that Lana Rhodes picture? Thanks. That's from Dogtown Ty.
Yeah.
No.
This was sent in. Jackson sends articles over, links, as they are known, the night before the show, and then he sends links over the morning of the show. And so he sent this over last night. Doug, I was out there barbecuing.
Oh, were you?
Barbecuing.
Anyone steal your pork steaks?
No, I didn't get to him.
Okay.
It was a bratwurst night. I went bratwurst.
Nice.
They usually do chicken, don't you?
They do a lot of chickadeedle. And I was just sitting out there while barbecuing, and I read the article, and I thought, this will be wonderful on the show tomorrow at around 7:32.
Oh, yeah, it was great. We all loved it.
I think the moral of the story is that Man of the Woods is underrated, and that person writing the article should be
Brittany Spanos.
Yeah. Give it another chance. It's a good album.
Oh, she's about to get fired.
Let's
so-
get her on and talk some pop.
It's not Future Sex good, but it's good.
Future Sex, Love.
That's where Sexy Back came from, which was of course remixed as a Cardinal song.
What about Cry Me a River?
Was that on Future Sex?
I think that was earlier.
Yeah,
and
I
that was
think-
a response to Britney Spears stepping out on him, Doug.
Oh,
What did she step out on him with?
I don't know.
Wasn't his first big solo song Rock Your Body?
Doug, was Rock Your Body before Cry Me a River?
I don't know.
Yeah, Cry Me a River was when everybody
Timberlake?
was like, whoa.
I thought it was
can
Rock
do-
Your Body first, and the subsequent video really got people going.
I like It's Not Cheating If It's a Three-Way.
Pete in Staten Island, what's up, Pete?
What's that, Iggy?
It's not cheating if it's a three-way.
I would agree with you, but who had a three-way?
That was Timberlake, Andy Samborn, and Lady Gaga on Saturday Night Live.
Andy Samborn?
Sandberg?
Or Sandberg, whatever his name is.
David Sanborn.
Ryan
Lindsay?
Sandberg?
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, David Sanborn from Kirkwood, I believe. No, it's a SNL thing they did. It's not cheating if it's a three-way.
Oh, it was the Lonely. They did that Lonely Island. Yeah, he did a bunch of songs.
This stooge tried to alibi around it. And these fans who are happy now that they're winning 56-0 and could give a damn what they did to Georgia State, sit there and make excuses for them.
Goodness, that was Joe's school.
That was Hot Take Central there. God.
Joe's school got beat 56-0.
Georgia State.
Yeah. What did they block a kick or something? Is that what he was
Called
upset about?
timeout. Iced the kicker, I think. And the kicker missed.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad for Joe.
That was a good take, though.
Suit and Tie, sick song, sicker video. Thanks. That's from the 573.
Look, he's very underrated in Alpha Dog.
Great golfer, too.
All right.
Yeah, he's a good golfer.
Doug, do you have his gin?
I don't.
I bet you he's a 2.7.
Always wearing a nice pair of J's.
I don't know how much he's playing, but a few years ago he's playing all the time.
He plays whatever he wants, I'm sure, with the 250
I think he owns a club down in Memphis.
All right.
I think.
That's how you get a membership.
Yeah.
Jackson's just sent something to somebody that says Robert Eggers is a young king. What does that mean, Doug?
Robert Eggers
is a young king.
Is a young king.
Someone asked me if the movie The Northman is good, and I said, yeah, it's good. Robert Eggers is a young king.
Has St. Louis Country Club ever been for sale?
What about it?
Gosh,
we got to
I
do
don't know.
something.
What do you think it would cost?
And where do they put that? Like in those Sunday magazines?
No, a broker would handle that.
Back page
Business
of Riverfront
broker.
Times.
How much do you think it would cost?
I just didn't know how that, like a sale like that would work. Do private clubs ever go up for sale? Who actually owns it? I just didn't know the
members
logistics
own
of
it. The members own it, right?
Some
It's like
courses
buying
members
stock.
own it. Some courses, like a company will own it.
Oh, okay. So it varies.
Guys, it's called It's Not Gay If It's in a Three-Way. Boots, get it right. Thanks, Holly Hills Hustler.
All right, well, close. You know what I meant, though, didn't you?
That's a song name?
Have you ever seen it?
It's not gay if it's a three-way?
Can we bring it up, Tim, and play it?
I've never heard that. How would I care? Why are you asking me?
There's no cussing in it. It's just from Saturday Night Live. And Gaga's pretty good at it.
It's not gay if it's a three-way. I think that was one of the Osmonds Christmas albums.
It was. That's correct. In '71.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These two are saying goodbye to their wives.
Oh, were
and then they start singing about it's not gay if it's a three-way.
Oh.
Did you find it, Blasi?
Oh, I haven't started
Oh,
looking.
thanks.
I didn't know if it was still going to be
It's
a
called the
topic
Golden
by
Rule.
the time I got...
Oh, the Golden Rule?
Yeah.
I'm off on all this.
That's a tough title. It's not gay if it's a
I was going to say like that.
doesn't necessarily look good at the top of the
That's hard
chart.
to sell. Yeah, I think I found it.
I think this might have been Gaga's first appearance on Saturday Night Live. Probably should have won an Emmy for it.
Oh, sure. Is this a tune we're going to hear
I don't
now?
know if they're cussing in it, so we're just going to...
No, there's not. It's on Saturday Night Live.
Well, this is just...
Got aux off?
I do now.
We don't get sued. It's got a good beat to it.
Yeah, it is a great song. I'm surprised she didn't win the Emmy.
Well, she's not in it yet.
Oh.
We've had one lyric.
All right.
Nice.
Nice beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess he's washed up now and
Payoff
balding.
was there.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
I'm sure the YouTubers liked it too, since we had an aux.
Oh, yeah. Right. You want me to put it back on?
This was Saturday Night Live a few years back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's very talented.
Well,
He's on Jimmy Kimmel quite a bit. But I think he's very talented. I don't think he's washed up, and just because he missed a few steps, you got to throw in balding in there too.
No, we shouldn't worry about him. We shouldn't worry about him being washed up. It's just one silly article.
Timberlake
on
and
Rolling
Fallon are
Stone
like-
magazine of all places.
Yeah, I'm just a
Who
little
cares?
taken back that Rolling Stone would actually
Well, it's
stoop
a-
to
it's a hack
National
publication.
Enquirer.
Timberlake and Fallon are like best friends. I think that's who.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Fallon
What's-
and Timberlake are like best friends.
What's funny about the article and how they say about him balding, it's like it's a very serious topic of him potentially cheating with multiple women when he's married and he's balding. To me, there should...
Yeah.
And he was holding hands with a co-star. Maybe that was a scene that he was doing.
Guys, Justin Timberlake is at 2.9 on Gin. Thanks. It's for the 314.
Oh.
Oh, close at 2.7. He's really good, though. Some of the celebrity pro-ams.
They can get him in the Fan Page Club Championship next year.
FPCC, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Maybe we can give out 2 exemptions next year.
Ooh, Doug. Who would get our exemptions to the Fan Page Club Champion?
Me and Tim are out.
I was just thinking that Paul Goldschmidt only had one hit last night, and he's balding.
Oh!
Did he do a little dance?
No, he did not.
He's safe.
He's losing it.
I can't believe we can find a woman with balding. You know.
Yeah. Oh, they're out there.
Iggy brought this song up. He didn't know one of the guys' names. He didn't know the song title and didn't know what the song was about. Good work, Vulture Boy.
Oh.
What's Vulture Boy? Wasn't that a song in like the 50s or 60s? Vulture Boy.
Soldier Boy. Soldier
Oh.
Boy. That was different.
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, I'm sorry they called you a Vulture Boy.
No. I will recommend. I finished it last night. Just quickly, I'll recommend the
Okay. What now?
the Andy Warhol documentary, the Andy Warhol Diaries. Pretty good.
Guys, I'm surprised Timberlake doesn't have a Grint. Thanks. That's from the Reluctant.
He's probably playing this week. I think this weekend is the
Lake Tahoe.
Well, is that right?
Yeah.
Usually plays in that.
Yeah, he does. I bet Wardell Curry will be out there.
Oh, hell yeah. He may win it.
Wardell
Curry. I'm pulling for Jack Wagner as I do every year.
Doug, who are you pulling for this week at the Pro-Am?
I haven't seen a list of people playing Timberlake, I guess, for as much heat as he's taking.
He'll probably have a hat on.
For the underdog.
Yeah, just hide that balding head. He'll probably have a hat on.
He's really
there's no
struggling.
such thing as a celebrity who's going bald if they don't want to. They can tend to it. You know what I mean? There's a billion different ways to go about doing that. The American Century Championship. See who's playing in it, Doug.
Tony Romo.
Doesn't Tony Romo win it now?
And he just dominates those.
Marcus Allen, friend of the show. Charles Barkley will be in there.
Josh Allen's playing, I know.
Josh Allen.
Joe Buck has played a couple of times.
Yeah, let's see if he's playing it. He is. Joe's playing.
He played that last year.
Joe's like a 1 or 2.
God, Mark Mulder, I'm sure, is.
Yeah, Mulder's won that thing.
Yeah, he's good.
Wagner, Steph Curry.
Colin Jost.
Ozzie Smith usually plays.
On a home run by the Wizard. The Miz is playing. We'll have to get Larry Nickel on that.
Dude, that is such a. I would love to go to those.
Mulder is playing. Oshie's playing. TJ Oshie's playing.
Ozzie playing.
Let me see on that. Iggy, TikTok. The Wizard is not playing.
Wow. He must
Paige Sporanic is playing.
Really? I thought you gave up golf.
Catherine Tappan is playing. Joe Theismann, friend of the show, is playing. Miles Teller is playing from The Offer. You started watching The Offer, Jackson?
Not yet.
Bees Knees, Jason Worth.
Getting there.
Joe's a pretty good golfer, Theismann.
Is that right? You play with him?
No, but
You just know him.
I follow him on this, and he's usually upwards of not the middle of the pack, usually plus points.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers will be there. Jerry Rice will be there.
God, this is such an incredible lineup of people.
Yeah. Love to work that private airport there.
Well, are we going? Are we going to set up shop there in Tahoe?
Marshall Falk is playing.
Oh, is he?
CC Sabathia.
Remember when Rick Rhoden used to win these things every year?
Yeah.
The winner last year, anyone want to take a guess?
Rick Rhoden.
No.
Initials, please.
VDN.
Vinny Del Negro.
Yep.
Vinny Del
I knew it wasn't Romo or Mulder last year. Why I knew this, I don't know.
Detlef Schrempf playing?
Doug
I
is
think he
Detlef.
should.
Brian Baumgartner is playing.
Oh, he's sick. He's a good player.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a really good player.
Like, what do you mean?
He's like scratch.
No way.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem to be. Doug, he's from The Office. He's the guy who's made millions on Cameo, actually.
Kevin from The Office.
Kevin from The Office.
Yeah.
That is really surprising to me.
He's very good.
God, you're so confident and you have no reason to make it up, but I'm just so
I think he's
inclined to
scratch.
want to 3-bet it.
I've seen video of him play, and he's like very good. Probably have to look him up.
Doug, you ever played golf with Kevin from The Office?
Oh, a couple times, yeah.
Any other women?
Excuse me, sir?
Any other women playing? They usually have like 7 or 8 women trying to play. Usually Olympic athletes.
Paige is playing, friend of the show. A meteorologist from NBC News, who I'm not familiar with, by the name of Dylan Dreyer. Doug, Dylan Dreyer?
I don't know Dylan Dreyer. He doesn't really fit in there with all these other big celebrities, does he?
Well, she's a she.
Oh, that's why she's in there, I guess.
Let's see. Paige Sporanic, Catherine Tappan. And that's all, Iggy.
I'm way off. Oh, no, this was from 2012. In 2012, he was a 9.5.
Well, that's close to scratch.
I'm watching a video of him right
So
now
was
that
right.
was 2021, and his swing looked good.
Doug, do you have his index up?
I don't have any of this information. No,
Not
I
showing
don't
up
have
in
any data.
California.
I'd like to know what Paige is playing too.
Doug, what is Paige
Yeah, boy, that'd be
Sporanic's
interesting.
I didn't think she's playing much golf anymore.
Why do you say that?
Well, she just kind of went to do TikTok videos and swinging, but I didn't think she's playing a lot of golf.
Swinging.
She's swinging. I didn't know that. Wow. I thought she just got divorced.
Well, I mean, swing.
Oh, that.
Taking shots, hitting drives, and that, but I didn't think she was playing.
Oh, that'd
a
be a
lot.
treat, wouldn't it?
The LPGA
If you
pros
showed
are
up to the party and Paige was live.
The LPGA pros are all scratch, right?
LPGA professional golfers, they're probably like plus 5s.
Plus 5, you think?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Nagel's a plus 6.
Well, yeah, he's a guy hitting the ball
But
370
It's got nothing
yards.
to do with it. It's where your
teeing off.
I know, but the men are still considerably better.
Maybe I'm off on this. I don't know. I'll look it up.
No, there's no LPGA player that's, a 3 handicap. They're all pluses.
Yeah, have you seen them actually? They're really.
Well, I know they're good players, but
really good.
They're not as good as the PGA players. Sorry, I know that's antiquated thinking, but
in terms of if they played from the tips, yeah. But I think if you take the top LPGA player from the women's tees, have a pro player play from the tips, that's going to be an even match.
I doubt it.
Ask Billy Andrews.
You're serious?
Yeah, I think the men.
Yeah, if they both play
ball
from
so
the
much
tips,
farther.
I'm with you on that. But again, so much further. They're 60 yards ahead.
Yeah, but they're going to hit the ball at least that much farther every time.
I'm going to disagree with Doug completely on this. I'm sure they've done this challenge before, right? You would think.
Well, women have played on the PGA Tour. Haven't fared well.
Now, you're saying it's not even going to be close. Am I correct on that?
Oh, I'm just saying they're better. They're considerably better, yes. The men golfers are considerably better.
I think
they just
the
are.
LPGA players hit it straighter.
Well, they may, but not near as far.
Well, no.
That's my point.
That doesn't mean they're better.
You think the women PGA, the women golfers on their pro tour are as good as the PGA pros? Is that what you're telling me?
From their respective tee boxes, Doug.
I don't think that's right.
I mean, yeah, you put Dustin Johnson or Koepka or somebody on the women's tees. I mean, they're going to absolutely shoot like a 52 or a 53 or whatever. But
I don't know. It's just a whole different strength level involved.
Well, that's why they play different yardages.
Yeah,
Ellen Port shipped the St. Louis senior event last year. That was the men's event.
Yeah.
Did she really?
Ellen Port is a plus 2.9 handicap.
Wow.
just as like your that's really good.
Did we find Paige?
I couldn't find her number.
Probably just she got a Gint.
Kate Spranick got a Grint. Nice.
Well, this Brian Baumgartner, apparently we need to get him in the Fan Page Club Championship presented by Michelob Ultra.
All right, there's one of our exemptions.
Get him the lemons open.
Justin Timberlake.
He's got a wet jumper too, that Brian Baumgartner.
Nice.
This guy, who knew? I would have looked at him and not think he had a lot of athleticism or coordination. Apparently, he's.
We're talking about Madison Bumgarner?
Oh, Kevin from The Office. We should bring him out to Normandy and have a basketball court by the pavilion.
Can you imagine if he played and then you call him up? Yeah, Kevin, you only have 3 days to finish your round 2. Can you get in here? You're going to have to get a flip of the coin. Sean says you're out. You lost.
Holly Hills Hustler is not happy with you, Doug.
I'm sure not. Yeah.
This is a bad take. You have admitted that you don't know what you haven't watched the LPGA. Sit down on this one.
That the women golfers are better than the men. Sure they are.
Again, you're blank. It's a blanket statement there. I'm talking if they teed up from their respective tee boxes in a tournament at the same course, that match would go down to the wire, and I would not be shocked if the LPGA player won.
I would be.
What a scenario did you just present there, Plowhawk?
So let's say they go out to get whatever pro course. The women obviously.
Let's say Normandy.
That's fine, and they play from the women tees. Men play from the tips, and then they play.
We're talking about
up.
a professional.
Talking LPGA, talking PGA Tour professional. Yes.
Oh God, the men they'd win easily.
They're up 60 or 50 yards at least,
Doesn't
depending
matter.
on the
They'll
holes.
make up more than that on the tee shot, probably.
Right, then they're playing straight in, and the LPGA players have great short games.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of it as a massacre.
I think you're getting caught up in wokeness.
No, I'm not talking about both of them playing for the tips. Again, I can't believe I have to repeat myself, but I can't.
You don't have to. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, and I don't think it's going to matter much.
I'm shocked
that a PGA pro can't beat an LPGA pro. You're shocked by that?
So are you talking
Seriously?
about, I'm just trying to understand the scenario because I've been looking up handicaps for Kevin from The Office and Paige Sporadic. So, if we're talking about, number one player in the world, Scotty Scheffler, and who's the number one LPGA player? I honestly don't know.
Honestly, I hate to say it, I do not know. But yeah, you can do the number one player versus the number one player.
It's Minjee Lee.
Minjee Lee, oh yeah.
That's our
She's
boy.
been on a heater.
Our boy's sister.
Nice.
K.H. Lee.
So they both play, obviously in I guess a match play style setting. Obviously, she tees it up from the female tees. He tees it up from the tips, and they play straight up. I mean, that giving that, she's probably a +4, +5 in terms of probably the number one player. And Scheffler probably a +6 or 7, potentially more than that. So if they play straight up, I still think that's an advantage for Scheffler. But I would not be shocked if it came really close or if she won, based upon the distance on some holes that she will get. And you were acting like they hit them 220. These females can absolutely bomb city those drives. So I disagree that Scheffler could be just flying past her every hole. I think there'll be holes where he has the advantage.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't. I don't think it'd be as far-fetched if she won as you.
I do.
Well, you'd have to go low because if you put, let's just say you put Scheffler and let's just say Lexi Bell, because she probably hits it longer than anybody out there, at a Gateway. And
Lexi Bell, Doug, adult film star.
Lexi Thomas.
I
say Lexi Bell. Sorry, Lexi Thompson.
Oh, she's
a bomber.
All right, if you put her on the women's tees at Gateway and you put Scheffler on the tips at Gateway, I think it's a good match. And I think Lexi has a chance to.
I think you're crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
I think you're nuts.
Chauvinist pig.
You're so caught up in wokeness. Now you're telling me that the women athletes are as good as the male.
No, it has nothing to do with wokeness. I'm telling you that they're so good out there that if you put Lexi Thompson on a ladies' tees at Gateway, she's probably driving 1. She's probably hitting an iron on 10, probably a 7-iron on 10.
I don't know.
So now it's down to a short game and a putting contest.
A friend of the show, Michael Wellington, is listening, and he would like to
call in.
He's going to call in. Steve Schmidt-Key of North
Did I
County
take notes
Phone Lines.
again?
Give us
I think it's a whole different level of ability there. I
So
know they're great players. I know they're terrific players, the women. They are.
Plowboy, I'd agree with you unless the woman playing is Lexi Thompson. There's only one person who crumbles harder than Dr. Dementia within 5 feet of a hole in the green, and it's Lexi. Thanks. That's from Little Tommy Tribbins.
Always on hold.
Yeah, she has trouble putting.
Michael Wellington joins us on the Steve Schmidt-Key of North County phone lines. Michael, you were listening to this. What are your thoughts?
Well, I guess I missed part of it a little bit. Are you guys talking about the ladies and the men playing the same tee, or from their respective
No. Respective tees.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit more of an even playing field. But I mean, I think a longer hitter like Lexi, could probably get it up there with, if they were playing their respective tees, I think they'd probably be playing from around the same spot. Or my guess would be the course setup, if this ever did happen. I don't think it will, but if it ever did happen, I think the course setup, you could make it so then they were, both the men and the ladies were playing from, the same areas from the fairway. However, I think there's probably more long hitters in the men's game than there are quote-unquote long hitters in the women's game.
I'm looking at, if it was Scheffler and Minjee Lee, it's about a 42-yard distance comparison off the tee. And that should be about average from what the tee boxes are, give or take. Some holes are going to be shorter or longer. But I think I think it'd be an even match. You need some blowout holes from Scotty. But, Doug, I think you're not giving enough credit to Minjee Lee.
I don't think you're giving enough credit to Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, maybe, Joe. But Wellington,
what are they going to do on the par 5s? Okay, they're in the same spot off the tee. Now the male pro is going to hit the ball 40 or 50 yards longer on his second shot. He might be on the green putt.
I've got to agree with Doug there. I think if you get the male pros and the women pros both from like anywhere between 200 to 240, like, these days for the guys, that's anywhere between, a 7-iron up to like a hybrid, and I don't know if the girls can hit it, 240. There's very few that could hit it 240 with even a 3-wood, I would imagine.
But they're so good with their wedges that they hit it to 60 out and then knock it 2 feet, and
Well, but I don't think they're really going to hit it to 2 feet every time, Iggy. I mean, I think there's a stat out there where on a regular men's tour that I think guys those guys can miss the green a certain percentage of time from 120 and in. I mean, that's missed the green total. Now, maybe there's a higher percentage for the ladies to hit the green from 120 and in, but I mean, I just don't think every single time that a lady pro or a man pro, whatever, is going to hit it to 2 or 3 feet with a wedge, routinely. I think that's, 3 out of every 10 maybe, or 2 out of every 10.
All right, let's change the scenario because Doug says an LPGA player can't beat a PGA player. All right, let's take Minjee Lee from the women's tees, Alfie Barnrat from the men's tee. Who wins that match?
Probably Alfie Barnrat.
No, there's no way.
Well,
yes, there is a way.
Let's go back to when Annika played the Byron. What she played, a Colonial? I mean, she probably beat a few guys in that tournament from the same team.
Yeah, she had to play the same tees as the men. I think she missed the cut by 1. So she beat a lot of players back then.
I mean, if you want to take it into the St. Louis realm, I mean, look at Ellen Port.
Yeah, I brought that up. Ellen Port won last year. Yeah, I talked about that a little bit, Michael.
I mean, Ellen Port, I had a chance this winter to play with Ellen Port quite a bit, and she certainly moves it out there a long way for a lady, and she definitely has that strong wedge game. I just think it's all dependent on the teeing ground. Where are they? How much of an advantage is it? On a par 3, it could be an advantage for the ladies on the par 3, but it could be an advantage for the men on the par 5s. I mean, this is actually kind of an interesting discussion. I can't believe this is happening.
Clip that off.
Didn't Michelle Wie win a men's mid-am back when she was like 14?
I think she was in that. She was close to making the cut at the Hawaii tournament, I think, when she was that age. And let me tell you something. I've been around Michelle Wie in person. She is taller than me, and she is a big woman. And I've never seen her hit it, but I would imagine she can smash it.
Yeah, but I think she, as an amateur, I think she won the mid-am in the men's mid-am.
Well, boys, you're talking about
I think we'd know that if she won. Well, she wouldn't be old enough to play in the mid-am if she was 14.
Boys,
mid-am's 25 and older. But I think maybe she played in like the Pub Links or something like that.
Yeah, it could be.
And maybe did pretty well. But I just remember her like getting really close to making a cut in the Sony when she was like 14, 15, 16 or something like that. And this was before Annika had played at the Colonial. But man, golf is so wild that you put people on the same teeing ground or try to take away the distance factor, and it can be a level playing field, no doubt.
Now, boys, we won the women's amateur pub lengths at 14.
Was it the men's?
And
women's, he said.
Yeah, women's amateur public event.
Okay, I thought she won some men's amateur event.
I kind of remember that, Eggy. I think she got into the men's pub links. And she maybe missed match play by a little bit, or maybe she got in a match play. I know she didn't win, but I think she had a really good showing.
Yeah, that's probably the most disappointing career of any pro athlete is Michelle Wie. As good as she was as an amateur and as a young kid.
Oh, Freddie Adu.
And what did she win? 3 titles, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't followed her career that closely. I mean, you think she's the biggest disappointment in all of the sports?
No, in golf, as far as somebody that came out and was supposed to be a superstar, and she's doing all this at age 12, 13, 14, kind of Tiger-like.
Oh, David Duvall, man.
And
that fall from grace was huge. Epic.
Well, it's not unusual for women to peak athletically at younger ages than men.
Well, in golf. There's really no peak in golf.
Oh, I think there's a peak in golf. You have peak ages where you're going to be better than you are at other ages.
Yeah, but golfers, so you can be good at 13 and you can still be good at like 35, 36, 37 in golf.
You would think, yeah.
Michael just shot a 60 2 weeks ago with me.
Sick.
60.
He's going to go lower this week.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I get a chance to play.
Just let me know. We'll get out there with you. Yeah. All right, Michael. Thank you so much for the knowledge. Doug, this is Michael Wellington, friend of the show, giving us actual perspective from somebody who was just out at a PGA event, caddying 3 days ago for that matter. Nurse, 3 days ago? 3 days ago. Nurse?
Yeah,
I guess
Sunday,
it would have been
3 days ago.
Thank you very much. Hey, it's the Munganess St. Louis Acura Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. It's 8:21 in St. Louis. Online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. That's where you can find all of their new car selection, pre-owned car selection. And you can go there and get your car serviced if you didn't get your car from Munganess, St. Louis Acura and Alton Toyota. Email me, T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com, and I will connect you with Jamie Burkhardt, and then you will have a first-hand connection at Munganess. So you'll be taken care of. stlouisacura.com, altontoyota.com. It is Munganess, sponsor of our 7 o'clock hour. We'll close out the 7 o'clock hour here. Come back with more of the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM, the potted plant from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Remember how life used to be exciting and hold promise for all the good things to come?
I used to work with a pastry chef from Bombay. His name was Mesfin.
Remember waking up on Christmas morning and believing in something?
Now, how that will happen, we haven't yet worked out, but I do believe in it.
Well, that's all gone.
In the air, left field, and gone.
Best you can hope for now is a glass of bourbon and a plate full of ribs to distract you from your impending mortality.
I could use some of that pork, pig boy.
Don't fight it. Salt and smoke.
Live from the Michelob Ultra Studios, KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan for Design Air Heating and Cooling. I am a very happy client. Design Air Heating and Cooling and Seth Goldcamp and his incredible staff, which you can find online at designairservice.com. Just go to the website, click on the Book Now tab, and any issues you may be having with your HVAC system, they will take care of immediately. The customer service, second to none. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com.
So, you don't have 7 friends who know everything about TMA? Oh, wait, you don't even have 7 friends? That's okay, buddy. Single tickets are now available for TMA Trivia Night. So go buy one and maybe you'll make a few new friends. Get a table of 8 or single tickets now for TMA Trivia Night, July 23rd at St. Gabriel's. Trivia about the morning after, hosted by the morning after. Ticket price includes food from Salt and Smoke, late night food from Uncle Leo's Pizza, and beer from a sponsor to be named later. A portion of the proceeds go to Friends of Kids with Cancer. Learn more and make some new friends by getting a single ticket. And we'll try and put you with some people who know about the show. It'll probably be an but whatever. Find out more at TMASTL.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I'm here with Ryan Kelly, the HomeLoanExpert.com, and you are always looking for a way to help people out, and the Hero Loan VA is a perfect example of that.
Absolutely. That's how we give back to our military and to their families. We close VA loans 21 days or less. Heck, I'd like to tell you 14 because we're doing them in 14 and less, but I can guarantee that 21 days or less on a VA loan. And you can buy a house with no money down. You can refinance and cash out up to 100% of your appraised value. Truly is one of the best programs out there. Get the loan that you deserve today at HeroLoan.com, the only way to VA.
Hey, it's Jackson for Rosalitas. TMA listeners know that Rosalitas Cantina has the best patio and the best Tex-Mex in town. From tableside guac to piled high nachos, the amazing menu at Rosalitas is full of classic Mexican dishes. Plus, it's always time for a margarita, and Rosalitas has the most delicious house and specialty margs in town. Enjoy happy hour specials Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and let Rosalitas cater your next event. Check out rosalitascantina.com or visit the downtown or DePere location today. Time to get your fiesta on at Rosalitas.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago, and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Check out listener rewards on the new TMA mobile app. Watch the show live on the TMA studio cams. Find it at TMASTL.com. Get the podcast on the TMA app. Download it now.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
I spent 4 years in San Francisco.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
We're bringing the World Series back. Yeah. Those Cardinal players just know how to act. Yeah. They'll kill those Tigers with the swing of the bat. Yeah. 'Cause those red birds just know where it's at. Yeah. Bring it to the Lou. Baseball fans.
So good.
You see, these Cardinals are the best in the land.
They should have a concert like this at
They
Busch.
gonna whip ya if you miss
Nothing but Cardinal songs.
'Cause they know to wash their hands before they play.
Nice. Oh, the lyrics.
Take it to St. Louis. Home run pools. Home run World Series, baby.
Oh, it's a
Strikeout
remix.
Park, World Series, baby. Home run Yachty. World Series, baby. Strikeout Soup. World Series, baby. Home run Duncan. World Series, baby. Strikeout Weed. World Series, baby. Home run Roland. World Series, baby. Get your sexy on. World Series, baby. Get your sexy on.
So good.
We're bringing the World Series back. Yeah. These Cardinal fans just know how to act. Yeah. They'll scream and shout till they get their wish. Yeah. World Series title for the new Bush. Yeah.
Terrible.
Bring it to the Lou.
No.
Home run So. World Series, baby. Strikeout Reyes. World Series,
Took 'em
baby.
about 5 minutes to write
World
this.
Series, baby. Strikeout Johnson. World Series, baby. Home run Edmonds.
Out of
World
breath.
Series,
She's out of
baby.
breath.
Strikeout Wainwright. World Series, baby. Go La Russa. World Series, baby. Get your sexy on. World Series, baby.
The line strikeout weave always gets me.
I like the one where she tried to rhyme Bush with
Wish.
Wish.
Close enough.
Ugh.
I would go to a concert at Busch to hear those types of songs, one after the next.
Bring acoustic sessions.
Yeah.
That's why we need to get KenFest going.
KenFest is what it's called. Welcome to our appliance discounters. 8 o'clock hour. Timothy, Michael McKernan, Douglas Elvin, Vaughn, the Plowhawk, Action Jackson with you. Iggy is only doing 1 hour today, so he is out. He's working on his putting, but he'll be back tomorrow for Thursday's show. And we look forward to talking it over with Ken on Thursday. We are in our Michelob Ultra studios. Michelob Ultra, it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Michelob Ultra is 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbohydrates. And they are the sponsor of our studios and the Fan Page Club Championship. Doug Gee will be taking on Chris Heck, and the Loomster will be taking on Mike Suddeth. I have elected to forfeit my match to Mike. He is advancing to take on the Loomster, and I look forward to being in the gallery. I just want to be a guy. I just want to be a fan again.
Oh, you can't stand the pressure with all the fans lining the fairways?
I can't. The gallery's got to me.
Yeah.
So there it is, the final 4 of the Fan Page Club Championship.
All right.
A Jim Dandy, presented by Michelob Ultra. And is KMOV carrying that live, or are you guys going to do it on tape delays?
They're still not interested in covering any of it. Not 1 second of it. And nor are the other stations.
They were waiting to see who was in the semis.
Right.
They weren't waiting for anything. They got 1 look at it, and they said, we're not covering this. There's other things that we'll follow.
Says you.
So they're out. Yeah, they're out. No need to save rooms for the satellite trucks.
I think we're actually putting Dan Rather at the desk right by the...
He's long since retired.
Well,
in shame.
He's right by the pool.
Guys, I'm a massive Wellington lemming. Keep him calling in. Also, he does a stellar job holding Iggy accountable. Best. That's from Dogtown Ty. Dogtown Ty is a drone.
Okay.
I liked his line, well, I haven't followed her career as much.
No.
If you need to know what Pro-Am, I bet Michelle Wee played in it like 2003.
She did get an awful lot of attention when she first came up. I mean, we thought this
You
was
remember her
gonna be
nickname? The Big Wheezy.
You know, we thought she was going to be the female Tiger Woods.
You know who she's married to?
Can I have initials?
It's the son of a Lakers great. in the news recently?
I'll say that's Jerry West.
Yes.
So
that's correct.
John West.
I don't know his name. I just know it's Jerry West's grandson, I believe.
Oh, is that right?
If I'm not mistaken.
Huh.
Michelle Wee West.
Okay.
It's a fun fact.
All right.
You can use that when maybe there's maybe a little slow time in between holes at the Michelob Ultra Fan Page Club Championship. I know you're doing color commentary.
I'm not doing anything. I have no plans to be there at all.
Well,
Ryan West.
None.
The trivia night, we're going to have a Michelle Wee Timberlake.
That's correct.
Category. So if you're listening to today's show,
that would be interesting. Yeah.
Take it to the Lou.
World Series, baby.
Strikeout Weave.
World Series, baby.
Jackson, can you tell the people about Mark Hanna?
Best in the business.
Thank you.
Mark Hanna, what they'll do, he won't dance on stage and make you think it's cringe, Mark Hanna doesn't flop. He's simply the best.
Okay. Yeah, you sure don't want your financial guy flopping.
That's exactly right. Your money won't flop either.
No.
Because with Mark Hanna, what he'll do is he learns about each individual. He's such a great guy. He's such a genuine, wise human being. And so, you talk with him, you get on the phone with him real quick. It doesn't take too long, but afterward you feel so much better about your situation. You could be like me, starting to make money just out of college, and so you're putting
But once
money
again,
away.
there's that brag. You got to be paying attention, but it's
And when
just
he
really
says start to make money, he's a 7-figure jigger.
Yeah, right. Yeah, when you got local radio money, or you're just starting out, or maybe you're saving for retirement, or saving for your kids' college fund, whatever situation you're saving up for, you're planning for the future, Mark Hanna can help you with. He can cater a plan directly to you. And Mark Hanna just texted me, "Damn right, I don't flop."
Oh God, no, I don't want him flopping.
Yeah. Well, get in touch with Mark Hanna today. If you don't have anybody, if you don't have a plan, if you're just throwing money into a savings account, if you have no real strategy, get in touch with Mark Hanna today. He'll get you straightened out. If you already have somebody, I suggest making the switch over to Mark Hanna. You're going to be really happy because he's the best in the business.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's 314-889-0503, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreenstl.com. It's Mark Hanna, Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Doug, can you tell us about Bertarelli Cutlery?
I was just thinking, if you walk in with a handful of knives at Bertarelli, Marco Bertarelli will not flop. He will take those knives and walk them right to the back of the business there and start to get them sharp. There's no flopping at Bertarelli. It's still your family-owned and operated local knife authority in St. Louis. All kitchens have knives, of course. Most household knives in need of work are either good knives that have dulled or bad knives in need of replacing, and that's where Bertarelli Cutlery comes in. They got you covered either way. They can sharpen up your knives. They've got the master knife sharpeners back there. They also have a wide variety of new knives available, the best brands available in their retail area. So swing on down to the hill, visit them at 1927 Marconi Avenue, or give them a call. Here's the number, 314-664-4005. I will give it again, 314-664-4005, or visit BertarelliCo.com to see all of their services. They also carry copy paper and to-go boxes, that kind of thing. They can ship nationwide. Longest running sponsor on the program, on the Mount Rushmore of sponsors. That's Bertarelli Cutlery.
Hey, guys, if I go with Mark Hanna, will my money fold instead of jiggle jiggle?
That's right.
It's from Hammer and Hank.
Yep.
Doug?
Yeah, well, you want it folding.
Right. Instead of jiggle,
You don't want your money to make a lot of noise.
My money. Did you see Shakira doing that dance? That's all over the place.
Isn't that crazy that Shakira still looks that incredible?
She is 46, I believe.
What sort of dancing she doing?
She looks like she's 27 at most.
Wasn't she cheated on recently? I couldn't believe. There was some story I saw.
I believe she's getting divorced.
Yeah, that's it.
To Gerald Piqué?
I don't know if they were ever married,
Gerard?
actually.
Gerard Piqué?
Doug, is it Gerard or Gerald Piqué?
Definitely Gerard.
Is it St. Jared Magella or St. Gerard
I've
Magella?
always said St. Gerard.
I think he cheated on her. The cheating allegations against. How do you do that to Shakira?
Shakira.
I have a Shakira T-shirt that I wear all the time.
Clip that off.
Shakira butt plug.
That's not nerdy or anything.
Not nerdy. She might be the greatest.
Shakira is the greatest what?
Just the best. I love Shakira.
And you wear her T-shirt all the time?
I've never seen this.
I don't wear it in here because I'll get roasted.
Imagine having- Yeah, you
you
would.
guys are all
I
squares.
would love to have you come in and do a balloon party, and then I'll post that, or I'll ask Mike Ryder, executive producer, to post that to the 101 ESPN Twitter account,
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
just have a
It's-
nice little
Yeah,
little
that's why I
presentation.
don't wear it, because you guys are squares and you'll give me crap for it.
I wouldn't.
I know you wouldn't.
Is
You're
everybody-
my guy. Everyone else is a bunch of bums.
Is there a chance everybody on this dais has a musical or musician or band T-shirt?
I got a Who.
I don't believe I do.
I have a Run
three-quarter
TMA
sleeve.
T-shirt. Does that count as Run DMC? Because people think it's a Run DMC T-shirt because they're not looking at the TMA.
We should pick a day we all wear a.
Or they don't know what TMA is.
all
That's more likely.
It's almost exactly the reason.
We all wear a band or a musician T-shirt.
I don't have one.
I can bring you one.
All right. This is like it's like Spirit Week in high school.
Oh, I love that.
Can we do PJ Day?
Although, did your high school have dress opposite sex day?
Oh God, no.
Did you hear? So you guys are on for? I didn't.
Cross-dress day?
We had opposite sex day for one of our.
Wouldn't people drop dead of heart attacks at the thought of that?
Now, and this is 04 to 07. But yeah, every year on Spirit Day, like
Really?
Wednesday or Thursday was
That's what you
opposite
did?
sex day. No, just that's just what the theme was. And I'm thinking now, thinking back, like you can't possibly do that. But Spirit Week in general was
You could do
so
it
fun.
individually and just say you're identifying as the opposite sex.
Now you
and then
can,
you'd
yeah.
be a hero.
But you
But
can't
if
do it
everybody
gay.
were to do it, yeah, then you'd be appropriating the other race.
Hey guys, who has less sex? A grown man dressed as a cowboy at Busch Stadium, or a 20-something male in a Shakira shirt? Thanks. That's from Mr. Slave.
Oh, Cardinal Cowboy has not gotten laid.
Oh, he's doing well, I think. Oh man.
I think he's married.
How far did the trophy go into the bedroom? Like, are
He's
we
got it with him
talking
all the time?
What my point was, like, okay, let's say he's picking you up. Like, let's say you're at Patios, he picks you up, after a 7-1 loss.
He's an Uber driver now?
No, like he's hitting on you, and
Oh.
you're the female, and he's
Okay.
picking you up, and he goes to your house. He's obviously now carrying the trophy and opening the door to let you in.
Yeah.
Where is that trophy going? Is it in the bed? Does it
On the
go into the
mantle, I would think.
bedroom? Like, because he has baseball pants on too, right?
The whole uniform.
And spikes.
Just so odd, man.
And he's carrying it all the time. Wouldn't it be a hassle to carry that thing all the time?
He was at the Wentzville parade, 4th of July parade, walking in front of cars carrying his trophy. God, it's so embarrassing.
Can you imagine? Hey, honey, just get ready on the bed. I got to take my baseball uniform off.
It seems like he's at every game, too.
Well, he is at every game.
It's part of the experience for Cardinal fans.
But he's everywhere else too.
You think they give him a ticket to get in every game?
I don't know. I've seen ushers escorting him out from the field box.
Really?
Almost every picture you see him with,
That's
there's
actually
there's
really
an usher
funny.
right behind him saying, "Get out! You don't have
I
to."
kind of want to see that, but
Hey guys, if you could please add 8 minutes and 10 seconds to Iggy's vacation ledger. That's from the Kansas City Gray
Yeah,
Sexual
you
that
must-
he's tracking.
Well, I was doing work.
What were you doing?
I was helping Jody in the back. That coffee machine's broke again.
Oh, jeez.
I feel that company should pay Jody because she fixes that thing twice a week. And Jackson and I came in this morning, and somebody, I guess, tried to move it, and there's coffee beans all over the place.
I think you're going to have to bring in your own coffee.
No, I had to make a pot, but we have a machine back there that it's kind of cool. It's got like 9 different types of coffee. You just press a button, and it makes a single cup.
But it's not working?
It wasn't again this morning. At least twice a week it doesn't work. So then I have to go make the full pot. Well, I went back there, and the full pot I made at 7 o'clock is gone because everybody drank it because that machine was broken. Jody's back there fixing it. And I was kind of helping her clean up beans again.
Clean up beans.
Clean up beans. Bean cleaners.
Yeah, the
Some
coffee
people are bean counters.
Beans have fallen all over the place.
Yeah, because I think people don't know that there's no bottom on that thing, and they think there's a bottom on the whole.
Bad boy.
There's a whole basket of beans that sit on top of that thing, and I guess people think there's a lid under there, so they pick it up to move it, and the beans fall everywhere.
Oh my!
And
Making coffee is not work, you moron. That's from Ray King in all caps.
It was because it's coffee for the entire building, so I'm helping out.
the entire.
What if Michelle Smallman comes out at a break and there's no coffee?
Well,
I had to
she
make-
doesn't seem worried about your coffee.
Well, I made some this morning. It wasn't ready yet, and I offered because they go on at 7. We go off in like 7:07, 7:09.
Right there, she is, right there,
Oh,
looking
oh.
for you. There's Jody.
Oh, she's bringing your coffee.
Come on
here.
Get up and get your
Got
coffee.
the full-fledged service
Happy
here.
that she's brought it to you.
Hi, Jody. How are you?
What a
Morning,
treat.
Jody. Jody making
This is how Iggy's gonna make it on
Must be
time now.
watching on YouTube.
He's going to outsource Jody as his personal assistant.
Jody put a lock and key on that lid.
You now have a valet.
Doug, the people are texting in actively this morning in the
All
Engineer
right.
Design Facilities text inbox. EDF's fire division is now testing, inspecting, and maintaining the fire system on all commercial kitchen and restaurant hoods. So if you have visibility to your company or place of business's commercial fire alarm panel and system, please email fire@edf-rg.com. They'll have a technician come out and provide a free evaluation of your system and offer the most competitive contract pricing in the market. You can also check them out anytime at edf-rg.com. The official commercial fire alarm services and solutions provider of TMA. Jackson, can we announce who won the get to come in studio with us thing?
Yeah, let's go with text name.
Has the person been contacted by
Yes.
Jesse Kiowski?
I contacted him.
Oh, you contacted
I contacted him yesterday. Let's go with text name.
Doug, text name.
Okay. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, Juan from PP Corp.
Juan from PP
Oh,
Corp.
for heaven's sake.
Owner and proprietor of Tiffany Smooth's OnlyFans?
Is that right? Is that him?
And he gotten into the refurbished Sibian game as
Oh,
well.
he's in that too?
It's
know that he's in
untapped. I
that
think
game.
I think now he's gone global.
Can he bring Tiffany Smooth in with him?
Yeah, that'd be nice. See what
I mean,
she's
she's
up
been
to.
on with us before, out at Gateway National.
Yeah, with her
That's right.
girlfriend.
With her girlfriend, yeah. She was
With a
in a
gal pal.
relationship.
We're sporting.
Well, great about PP Corp is everything's made in America.
Yeah,
That's what
they
Hit
really pride
Corporation-
themselves on
yeah.
that.
Is that right?
If she comes in, people are going to think we rigged it. We just
Jesus.
We just picked who we wanted to come in the studio. Well, maybe they'll show up, unlike the people that won all these tickets and didn't.
You are mad about that.
He's not
mad as a
happy.
hornet too.
Well, we're nice enough to give things away, and then you don't pick them up. Look, there's 5 sets of tickets here. Just nobody picked.
Mr. Licks is texting in because he wants to call in and complain about pepper and cheese.
Oh, that'd be great. What is
Yeah,
it to
do
complain
it,
about?
bro.
636-9004-TMA.
I don't even know what we talked about.
You teased it. You were talking about what women are doing wrong in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tim, I talked.
Yeah, Plowhawk and I talked about it after I got done with Balloon Party. Iggy, would you like to reveal that, or you want to keep the audience wanting more?
No, if you didn't listen, you're probably not going to listen.
Well, no, it hasn't even been up for 24 hours.
It's been up a day.
Oh. Well, we talked about Live Golf, but girls who girls that are going to Jamaica or any tropical island, they're still getting their hair braided and beaded, like Bo Derek back in 1980.
10.
While they're down there, they get that done?
Before they go. I texted you a picture yesterday
Oh, I saw that.
of a girl that I know that was on her way to Jamaica and said, "Got my hair done for Jamaica, and it's all braided and beaded."
What's
God,
hilarious
Stop.
was Madison was ordering groceries on my phone because hers was on the charger, and it actually popped up
Oh, did it?
when she was on it. She goes, "Who is this?" And then it said Iggy. But yeah, I saw that, and I did really enjoy that picture.
Yeah, I just don't get it. They're still doing it.
It was a hell of a tease.
It's still a salute to Bo Derek and 10, a movie that's, what, 45 years
Yeah,
old or
wasn't
so?
it 1979?
Here you go, Tim. There's the
1980?
payoff.
Who is that did that?
I'm not going to mention her name.
Let me see it.
But she's
Is that somebody we know?
No, somebody I know. She's a friend, and I saw that pop up, and then 2 other ones that
And
popped
so
up.
what? It looks like she's on an airplane.
Yeah, on her way to Jamaica.
Got her.
And so why did she take a picture?
Because she's wanted everybody to see her hair braided.
She's about to eat her Long John Silver's at cruising altitude. You should
Oh,
take a picture.
that does
Can you
sound good.
imagine chicken planks 2 hours later?
Greasy.
There was no less than 3 pictures I saw last
Crumbs
week
all over
Is that
everything.
right?
of girls saying,
Chasey Lane had that hair in a film. I can't recall which film. Doug, was that Chasey Revealed?
I don't know.
It was in probably the 90s, though, right?
Oh, absolutely.
was it 11?
See if I can. I mean, let's see if I can find it.
But they aren't, and they just because Bo Derek was on an island and got the beads, they all think because you go on a tropical island, you have to get your hair braided and beaded.
That's the reason.
Yes, and it's 40-something years ago. It's not the look. So I'm not complaining about women doing it. It's just they're all doing it still, and I just don't get it.
Mr. Licks is on the line, and he wants to talk it over
Okay.
about the.
Oh, no, he's gone.
About Pepper. He's gone. Yes, he doesn't hold very
Maybe
long.
that's because we just talked about it. Now that's what he was going to do, talk about braided hair. That's like if a guy you're going to New York, and yeah, I'm going to dress like I'm at Studio 54, and you're wearing disco clothes. You don't do it anymore. It's not in.
So is there a large sample size of these women doing this?
Sounds like Jackson's a little skeptical.
I'm not.
Well, if 2 did it, that's too many.
Okay.
And I saw 3 just last week.
Then that's a large enough sample size.
Yeah, and granted, I haven't been to Hito in, I don't know, 12, 15 years. But even when I was going, there was a lady down on the Prude Beach that would braid and bead girls' hair.
Oh, man.
That's only 12 years ago.
I am so
still
tired of that.
28, 30 years later after Bo Derek.
Yeah. I've had it to hear with it, frankly.
I don't get it.
Why won't they stop?
Well, that was just my take.
Yeah. It was a strong take. It was a good take. It was a hot take. Where are my oven mitts?
They're way over there, chilling off. Yeah, it's just not. It's just 40 years old. That's all I'm saying. It's just not a thing anymore. I just can't win on this show. I really can't. I thought our live golf takes were pretty good.
Were they?
What were those takes?
Iggy was getting a little steamy in here.
Really? Is that right?
What were those takes?
Well, I just, Justin Thomas came out and said, I wish one of them would just have the balls to say they're playing for the money. I said, I've been saying that, JT, for months.
He stole your take.
He probably heard the show.
No one else figured that out.
No,
As guys are getting
I think I did.
$120 million to go play golf. No one else figured it was about the money.
I think everybody has said that they just want him to say, well, I'm doing it for the money. Now, Paul Casey, I said, now, how is he going to spin it? Because back in the day, he wouldn't play in Saudi Arabia because of their human rights record. And he said, I won't do that. Now he's going to play. And he's getting paid. So
Not in Saudi Arabia.
I want to see what he's... Well, because of what Saudi Arabia stands for. Now they're paying for everything.
Yeah.
So I just want to see how he'll spin it.
Well, could they spin it the fact that we're going to take what better revenge than to take their money?
That would be...
You don't like Saudi Arabia, but if they're going to hand you millions of dollars, in some cases more than $100 million, there we got back at them that way.
Well, I think Phil Mickelson went that route, and it didn't quite work out for him. But that's just
got the money.
I just want to know how Paul Casey's going to spin it.
Well, I've seen Joshua live, and he's special.
What about this? What about the spin that the NBA is in bed with China and nobody seems to care?
Yeah, I brought all that.
People care.
I brought all that up
The
here.
hypocrisies, Doug, are so hilarious.
There's 23 sponsors on the PGA Tour that have ties to Saudi Arabia. Nobody's bringing that up.
They played in Saudi Arabia for a tournament.
Yeah. Well, then why do we get so mad it's still at the live golfers?
Because the PGA Tour is petrified and scared, and this is their tactic to try to make it look like it's, they're going against 9/11 families, and it's just all really cringy to me for the PGA Tour side of things, more so than the live golf side of things. They got the PGA's handling this, and just it's super creepy. It's like an ex-girlfriend, still walking by your house and taking pictures of you, like going to get groceries. Like, it's just really creepy. They are clearly terrified, or they just wouldn't give this much thought. I mean, JT and McElroy now are like the poster child for Monahan, or whatever his name is, Monahan, for the PGA Tour. Like, it's bad.
Well, I have no problem with them going over there and playing. Just say why you're going. Say, yeah, there's a lot of money. I'm going to make the money.
Everybody knows.
Like Kokrak, and he still hasn't played. Kokrak was the first one to say he's going. He still hasn't played. Said, yeah, I want to retire when I'm 44, spend time with my kids. I'm going to make as much money as possible. God love you.
Sure.
But the guys that say, oh, we're just trying to build the game. And no, you're not. You're taking the money. That's what you're doing. Just admit it. It's a boatload of money. I don't want to play a lot, and I'm going to just go over here and make as much money as I can. We're not building the game.
I think everybody understands that that's what it's about.
Yeah, but they're not saying that.
Don't you think maybe this will make the PGA change some of its...
No, they changed everything.
The way that they operate?
They changed everything but the actual... What they changed was top 50 players now have 4 more events. So they're still eliminating outside of top 50 players. Still don't make any more money. They're not guaranteeing any more you're not doing any guaranteed contracts. And they are making it a little easier to gain your tour card. But still, it's just as easy to lose, too.
But they may have to start picking up travel costs for players, or
they won't
guaranteeing everybody makes some money. They may have to.
They won't do that.
Who told me yesterday, Plaza? Did you mention on the show that I didn't know this, Tim, that the Saudi Arabia-backed money is paying for caddies as well?
Yeah, I do believe the caddies are not taken out of the winnings for the players.
That's correct.
Yep.
That is correct.
Which is crazy, and it's paid that day. Apparently, the caddy for Brandon Grant came out and said, yeah, it was in my account when I left.
Yeah, and Nagel told us he'd go. Remember, we asked him. He said
Why
he would
wouldn't
play.
he? It's an opportunity to play golf. I mean, not everything has to be super political. And at that time in Nagel's life, he's 39, 40. Go out and, make a few $100,000 and, play against really good competition there. 54 hole shotgun start is super. For me, if I was a golfer, that'd be super enticing. And the money.
I don't think it's the 54 holes as much. I think they'd go ahead and play another day of golf. It's the millions that they're pocketing guaranteed.
What do you mean?
It's all about that. It's not about 54 holes.
Well, that's another thing they bring up. Well, we only have to play 54 holes. We have to play 8 events a year, plenty of time with our family. Well, you can do that on the PGA Tour. You can play as few events as you want. You don't have to go out and play 26 events. And the DJ says, yeah, then, I feel obligated. I have to play to keep my. You're exempt forever on the PGA Tour. You've got 20-something wins. You can play 4 events. It doesn't matter. Now, will you qualify for the Players' Championship? No. Tour Championship? No. But you're not qualifying for that now playing over there. So don't give me it's fewer events. We can spend more time with our family. We don't have to play every week. Well, you don't have to do that on the PGA Tour. Yeah. You pick and choose when you want to play.
Well, you were the first one who said they should come out and admit they're doing it for money.
Yeah, one of the first ones, and now JT's stealing my
You were it, No one else thought of that.
He's listening to the show every day.
All right.
One time I broke up with my girlfriend over an answering machine, and she went to my house and ransacked my bedroom while I was out of town.
Did she?
Say what you will about that crazy girl, but man, she would hump your brains out. That's from Rob McClanahan, but my good friends call me Rue.
Yeah.
I thought you were starting to read an article.
That's what we talked
in
about.
The Daily Mail or something.
They chime in with a topic.
Well, no, I said the PGA Tour kind of like that creepy girlfriend that like keeps checking in on you and calling you and hanging up.
You ever had one of those?
No, Why? Look at me. You think I have any stalkers, Doug?
You got a big hog, though, don't you, bro?
Yeah, but that's not enough to stalk me. It's
I could see you having stalkers in Canton.
Well, in Canton, that's different. I have a pulse.
That's all it takes?
That's up.
You ever go back to Canton? Did they ever have a parade in your honor or anything back there?
No, I haven't.
The Plowhawk is back.
No, not really well. I wouldn't be welcome with open arms.
Hall of Fame at the high school? No.
My parents are gone, so I have nobody there. I have, Reefer and
Mace Dog.
Well,
Would you still know a lot of people?
Collinsville. Yeah, but not a lot of people want to see.
How many people live there, Canton?
There's 12 to 15,000.
Oh, that's bigger than I thought it was.
But not everybody can get into their high school Hall of Fame.
Well, clearly not. Most people have to earn it.
I think ours is a pay-for-play type situation.
You're pretty darn proud of this Hall of Fame
nothing
thing,
else.
aren't you? Pretty darn proud of it.
Took a drink, set his drink down, and...
I don't know why I'm in. I don't know who nominated me. They won't
Gary
tell me.
Kornfield.
No, he didn't nominate me.
No.
They won't tell me who nominated me.
It's top secret.
I don't know why it's a secret.
Does Kirkwood have a high school Hall of Fame?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, but there's some big names
There's
in there.
some impressive people. I've emceed a couple of sports Hall of Fame events, and there's some impressive people.
Scott Bakula.
Olympians and NFL players, and there's been some big-time athletes go through.
Harder to get in there than the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame.
And we're underway.
Well, it could be. It could be.
Just got an email from your friend Jody, who brought you the coffee, that there were White Castles in the kitchen.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I can't wait.
2 Crave boxes.
I would love to have one.
I'll go get you one.
Just to set a nice base for the day.
Yeah, and bring it in here and let it simmer. Let this smell just simmer.
Do a White
Can
Castle.
confirm that there are some Crave cases up in there.
You shipping some of that, Jackson? You shipping some of that?
I don't know. That could be a real detriment to the rest of my day.
Yeah, that bathroom will take a beating.
Oh, come on, just one or two?
No, one or maybe.
It's when you start eating 8 or so that it really begins to play.
I haven't had White Castle in a long time.
I haven't
That makes
either.
me kind of want to go get some. this
Yeah,
evening.
I'd like one.
Doug Crave case.
It's got to have been 7-8 years since I had a White Castle.
Mr. Licks is back. I thought he was on the phone, but now he's just texting. In a globalist-type world where every part of the supply chain stretches across the world, it's extremely difficult to avoid partaking in some shape or form of contributing dollars to a not-so-great government. It's unfair to hold these golfers to a higher standard than the rest of us. Thank you, Mr. Licks.
Nice. I actually agree with that take.
Well, yeah, every time you go fill up your car with gas, you're supporting Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
I suppose.
every time you tweet from your iPhone, you buy any apparel from, the NBA. I mean, everything has a... And you're watching Netflix. You're watching,
Your
Apple
house is probably
TV.
filled with things that were made in China.
Well, I said that to Christine Brennan. That's why I got blocked.
she wouldn't have it.
When I said something about her take on 9/11 families and lambasting Mickelson for it, I said, hopefully while you're over there covering this event that you're driving an electric car, because
if you're driving a gas car, then you're supporting Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, what PGA is doing what they're doing right now is dangerous. Kind of throwing gasoline on a fire, and now you have 9/11 protesters outside of Portland. It's becoming way too much. You want to call it the Saudi-backed league, that's one thing, but using that power that they have for what they've done is, to me, just not the adult thing to do.
But it's pretty clear there's enough golfers willing to go and take the money that the PGA Tour is going to have to do something to keep a lot of these golfers.
And that's why they're trying to kill it in 1 year. That's why they're trying to get rid of LIV Golf and only have it around for 1 year. If it lasts 3 or 4 years, then the PGA Tour is screwed. So I think they're going to try to get rid of it quickly. And this PR campaign that they're shoving out with their players,
Well, they can't with the format they have now, because LIV only has 48 players. They only play 54 holes, and everybody gets paid. Most tour events, regular tour events, can have anywhere from 120-something to 156 players.
Tervis Parrish is not happy. There's such a difference between buying necessary products that have Saudi ties versus being paid to actively promote. Doug, do you say tyrannical or tyrannical?
Are they actively promoting it, or are they just playing golf?
I disagree with.
They're not actively promoting it. They're just taking the money.
Wasn't that tweeted from his iPhone?
That was from Tervis Parrish, and I don't know if it came from Tervis Parrish's iPhone. Doug, do you know if that was from his iPhone?
I think it was from his iPhone.
And we have a weird way of saying what's a necessity. Netflix, Apple TV, your iPhone, NBA gear. Gas is one thing, but those other things are not necessities.
Yeah. So gas is a limited resource that is required to operate vehicles in the United States, and we are required to do business with Saudi Arabia. That is 100% different than Saudi moguls funding a Shishawali golf league full of a bunch of has-beens and Bryson DeChambeau. But keep repeating Clay Travis's talking points, fellas. Tommy Travis. Oh, I just got accused of being a Clay Travis guy. Tommy Tribbins, you didn't do yourself any service with that one.
That guy's a douche. There's no way I'd repeat stuff he said.
Yeah, there's no way he has the same take, right? I don't know. I blocked him, so I don't know.
No, I didn't.
Well, you could buy an electric car. How about that? And you don't have to use gas. You can buy an electric car, then you don't have to use gas.
To say they're actively promoting it, I don't see anyone walking around with a Saudi Arabian flag on the back of their
They're promoting
shirt.
the league. They are promoting the government of Saudi Arabia.
But, the U.S. government is an ally of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, we have military bases there.
So what if St. Louis SC gets going and we have an EPL player that wants to come here? Should we not let him come here because they're in a Saudi, backed
a lot of those
EPL
Premier
league,
Soccer League teams
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Now, Saudi doesn't back the EPL; they back certain teams.
But what if this particular player came from that team? We can't take him. Not in America. No, you can't. You can't have any ties with Saudi money of any kind. In his contract, the money in his bank account come from a Saudi, so we can't have him. I mean, it's just such a slippery slope, man. It's so crazy.
Tervis Parrish is bad. Maybe Tervis Parrish and Mr. Licks is active as well.
They're the same person.
I thought Tervis Parrish and Mr. Licks are the same guy?
It feels like they're both burners.
636-900-42. I thought Mr. Licks has actually called in, though.
Yeah.
Steve Schmidt, Key at North County phone lines. Read the opening press conferences from GMAC and others. Quote, "We are proud to help." What in the world is that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know
have
what it was.
iced coffee in my Yeti.
A lot of lip smacking.
Let's see. Hold on a second. I lost my spot. Read the opening press conferences from GMAC and others. Quote, "We're proud to help them get where they want to go." That's from Tervis Parrish.
As a league, not as a terrorist organization. I don't think. Come on. I mean, just reading something that you want to be real, and it's just not there.
Yeah.
Does Scottish Open a DP event or not?
I would imagine it's independent, because it's an open championship. I would imagine that it's independent. I don't think it's.
But I think the Irish Open is a DP event.
All right. I don't know.
Because I'm just seeing. I see
I don't
Ian
know,
Poulter.
and if I don't know, I can't imagine anybody else on the dais would know.
I see Ian Poulter and some of these golfers
Poltz
in the event.
sued to get in there.
Into the Scottish Open?
Mm-hmm.
Answer the damn question. That's from Bobby and Soulard. Doug, what question are we talking
I don't know
about?
what
Is it
Bobby...
Iggy's Scottish Open question? I don't know.
I don't know.
What question?
I don't know.
Just so vague, these texters.
That's why the Steve Schmidt Kia phone lines are so helpful. But yet people say they're calling in, and I let Jackson know so he can answer.
No, they don't.
And then they don't call in.
They even say they're on hold, and then we turn and they're not even there. outside.
Doug, they're pranking us.
It's hard for me to get worked up about too much when there's White Castles there in the.
And are you going to have some?
I'm going to have. Yeah, if there's still any there.
You want one? I'll bring one.
There's going to be some there.
You want one?
Tim, what is your White Castle order? I'm 4 double cheeseburgers with bottom buns only. Large orange high C. No ice.
Open face.
Open face.
I've never heard the open face. I kind of don't mind that idea. I don't know, man. I would feel awful afterwards, but I have put down 6 double cheeseburgers before. I think that's my record.
I did 8 once.
Did you really?
Oh,
yeah.
double.
And
you're like, oh man, I'm ready to go get after it now.
I regretted it for months. For months, I felt bad.
Time
My
to go on a
car
hike.
Stunk.
Do you like the pickles? I take the pickles off.
I like the pickles, but sometimes I'll get no pickles. I'll diversify my portfolio.
Always get pickles.
I'm afraid if you eat it open face, there's a chance that some of the onions might still be hot and burn the top of your mouth.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of hot. The top bun's the best bun, though. It's the soft top bun.
Yeah.
You need that.
Have you ever had a White Castle where you just take it off the bun, scrape the onions off, and eat it?
I'm too close to
awful.
the meat. I need something in between that.
Jesus, this guy is moronic. Probably comes from down Afton way. That's from Mr. Licks. Doug, I thought Mr. Licks was on hold.
Again, who are you talking about?
You gotta put context or who you're talking about into your text.
Put a name in there.
It's way better if
ask
they just
a question.
start randomly berating a texter. We don't know who it is.
This guy. It could be somebody we read on the text. There's 5 people in here. You have to be more precise with your text.
Well, answer the question.
Answer that question. Which one? I mean, I didn't know I was asking a question. And it probably wasn't even me. It could be a texter you're talking about.
An open face is fine, but I only do the open face on a ciabatta.
A ciabatta? What's a ciabatta?
Like ciabatta bread is so thick and hard to get through. It's tough.
I don't like hard bread.
It's like an artisan bun.
I don't like sourdough bread. It's too hard.
See, I love sourdough bread.
Doug, the goal of the league is to normalize investment in the government that oppresses its dissenters for fun. Thanks. That's from Tervis Parish.
I don't believe that's the case.
Then stop buying gas. It's not a necessity. We have bus stops. They use gas, but you don't have to use your money for it. So use some buses and some Amtrak and shut the hell up.
Doug is 100% correct. That's from the total package. Again, we don't know.
Yeah.
What are we talking
about? Everything.
That the Cardinals need
it's
pitching,
about
right?
everything.
And then total
Go back to
package
708. Cardinals need more pitching. I agree with Doug.
Right.
Again, just so vague.
100% correct. Finally, another guy gets it. He gets me.
Are White Castle fries not talked about enough?
Flip that off.
Well,
their onion rings are good.
I haven't had their fries.
Their burger is so unique. You don't get around to mentioning the fries.
But they're crinkle cut, and some of them are like really full of potato. I really like their fries.
If I bring one in, will you eat it in front of the camera?
Whomst.
Doug?
Did you just say whomst?
I said if I...
Well, again, we're just being ambiguous.
I said
is that even a word?
I thought he said loomst.
I said if I bring one in, will you eat it in front of the camera? Where did you hear hoops?
I said whomst.
Jackson said whomst.
What's that
As
mean?
though, like, who?
It's an elevated, silly version of whom.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Talking.
Will you take a few bites in front of the camera if I bring it in?
Who are you talking to?
You. I'm looking right at you.
Mr. Lex is on hold.
Will I eat the
Mr.
White
Licks is-
Castle burger on camera?
Oh, great.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like Mr. Licks is on the Steve Smith
I'll
North
bring it in.
County phone
Okay.
lines.
Mr. Licks.
Yes, Mr. Licks.
Yeah, hey guys, Tervis Parish needs to shut the hell up.
Yeah, he does. Thank you.
This guy is the biggest moron I have ever heard text into the show, and there's a lot of morons that listen to this show.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. There's some morons on the show too.
Be more specific.
Pepper and Genie, is there anything we can do to make that podcast better?
Get different hosts, I guess.
Now, how would you like it better? And I'm being honest. Because, I mean, I don't know if we do a lot of prep work for it, honestly.
That might be the problem. I don't know.
No, I think that's why it's decent, because we don't really care.
Last week, you guys talked about ways to stay cool in the heat.
Yeah.
When you say it like
topic.
when you say it like that, it really does sound stupid.
Check on your elderly
You
neighbor.
talked about that for like 20 minutes as if like it's all the 85-year-olds that listen to the show.
Yeah. Well, it was a topic. I'm not going to disagree.
What were some of the tips we might need to know?
I think cooling down your wrists
I
and
skipped
neck.
through it. I've honestly resorted to just skipping through the entire thing and getting to segment 1 of the next day.
So you have no idea what we talked about. It
Yeah,
could
you
have been
missed some
interesting.
good tips.
No, I look at the show notes and immediately know to skip through it.
I don't do a ton, and that's again my apology, Mr. Licks. I don't do a lot of show notes. I kind of give you the exact topic, and I think
it's
that
like
works.
I wonder how you even stayed alive not
You only
listening
need
to the
one
tip.
sentence.
Well, how do you know it's bad if you didn't listen to it, though? That's not fair.
I listened to the heat tip one and I quit.
All right. Well,
Oh my God!
there were more on there. We gave tips on not cooling off, like don't pee on each other, things like that.
Oh,
You hear that one?
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh, no,
one.
Now I'm going to go back and listen.
No.
We're not breaking down the
You guys
molecule
talk
on this
about
show,
that-
by the way.
The molecule.
You talk about
Adam.
peeing on each other on the show itself. I don't need more on Pepper and Jeannie.
Yeah, but you didn't know that's what we talked about until I just said it.
Oh.
Look, I don't
Okay,
care
bro.
if you, I don't care if you
Well,
listen or not, to be honest with you.
It seems like you do, bud.
No, I don't. We have fun with it. I've not even looked to see who has watched, how many downloads we have. We do a show, we leave. We find it entertaining. If you don't, to each their own.
I just think there's potential. The downloads are probably inflated because I didn't even try to download it, and it just automatically downloads on my phone.
I think if you have the app, everything downloads automatically, doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
All right.
But you're on the right track. You're on the right
Gotcha.
track.
Okay.
Not
so-
you, Lex.
I just
Iggy's on the right
it
track.
had so much hype. It had hype for years and years, and then we got to, how to stay cool in the heat.
Well, that's one episode. One episode you're talking about.
I'll be honest. If you think you can spice up the podcast from this show, I don't know, or from this call, I don't know if it'll work. But I do want to make the podcast more enjoyable for you because I like you, Mr. Licks, and I want to make sure that you get, what you want.
Well, you're my favorite. I feel like Iggy forces these topics on you, and that you have no interest.
Iggy's so pissed. That is not the case.
You have no interest in talking about them, and Iggy's like, let's talk about, lesbians from the 70s,
Iggy, have you had a Pepper and Jeannie episode with lesbians from the 70s?
I'd let Iggy take that one.
No, we did a topic on favorite lesbian scenes in movies, and then what is a lesbian scene we wanted to see? And I said I'd love to see Mimi Rogers and Roseanne Arquette. Look, you're laughing, so you must have enjoyed that comment. So, and that's before we start the show, we talk. What do you want to do? You want to do this? And if Flowsy says I don't want to talk about that, I'll say, well, we're going to. You have to understand, we don't know what we're talking about until the mics go on.
I think Plowsy's too nice to say he wouldn't want to talk about.
Why don't you come in and do the show with Flowsy?
I would definitely bring Iggy attention if I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, why don't you come in and do the show, Plowsy? I'll take a few shows off.
I wanted to be your guys' cuck in the studio, but one from PP Corp won.
Oh, you wanted to come on in?
What can you do? Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah, it is okay.
Damn.
My call has run out of steam, so I will let you guys go.
We'll see you.
I gotta say, man.
Mr. Licks calling into the Steve Schmidt key of North County.
Just to take a swing at the podcast.
That dude had 6 one-liners I wrote down. I didn't like him bashing Iggy because he was not accurate on that, but man, that dude was good.
Oh, he thought so.
I thought it was a good call outside of all the antics about you.
Well, that was most of the call, wasn't it?
I guess more so the beginning of the conversation.
Yeah,
well, to each their own. I mean,
Yeah, to
the
each.
Palauza, this Pepper and Jeannie's not for everybody. It's kind of a dumb show. That's the whole point of it.
Pepper and Jeannie's not for everybody is
Today we're going to break down the Cardinal relief pitching staff. In the last 3 weeks, they have gone from a 2.8 to 3.4. Plowsy, what's going on with that? Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, we've had a lot of sexual topics, honestly.
Have you really?
The first 4 were like all about gay sex and like topping. Like if you want that energy, like that, you
You've
go
had
back
4 episodes of that in you?
in a row. We've had more since.
Yeah, maybe today we'll talk about if you were a gay porn actor, who would you like to be with?
Oh,
How's that one for you, Licks?
Today's show is going to be about Mr. Licks. I have a feeling.
Oh, it's gonna start out with like a 20-minute rant.
Guys, Iggy referenced Bo Bridges from 10, no less than 12 times on Pepper and Jeannie yesterday. Nobody has watched that film in the past 30 years. That's from Wolf Boy. You guys talk about 10 with Bo Derek? Oh,
Well,
probably so because of the braided hair.
Well, it would be Bo Derek. It wouldn't be Bo Bridges. So
No. Bo Bridges was not in 10.
yeah, unless we were talking about.
Dudley Moore was in 10.
Yes, he was. And Bo Derek and
Brian Dennehy.
Julie Andrews.
Brian Dennehy.
Tervis Parrish has issued a response as he was criticized by Mr. Licks. And, Doug, it's like a debate. I have to let the people have their equal time.
Okay.
I am surprised Mr. Licks can string a sentence together. It sounds like he couldn't get into Epiphany. That's from Tervis Parrish.
Oh. Epiphany South City?
It is.
With
right,
the bowling alley?
Right across from Pizza Go-Go. Yeah, bowling alley.
Yeah, I've been there.
In that bowling alley.
Today on Pepper and Genie, how to put on socks. That's from Jake in Kirkwood.
You ever have a show that would appeal to the straights?
Straights.
Putting on socks. That's hard for some people in the listening audience because you can't get down that far.
I'm really interested in how to stay cool in the summer. I think that one. I think more like
that was
what was the
heavy
what was the
news
best
you can
tip?
use.
What was the best tip that some people might not know?
Iggy said don't
Keep your
pee on
wrists-
someone if you're
That's not a good
looking
tip.
to cool down.
Well, the one that I
Why would you?
the one that I said that I wanted to send to Learn when she was begging to go.
Okay, what was the time on that? 9/11.
She was begging. She was begging to go use John Hewlett's pool because she was out in her backyard spraying herself with a hose. And I wanted to put up the Pepper and Genie podcast where we talked about staying cool and if you don't have a pool, what to do. And my point was just find pools in your neighborhood, hop fences, swim until you get caught.
Yeah, I forgot that.
And then jump to another pool. Just go pool hopping all day.
What if you're not in an upscale neighborhood that has pools?
Well, you go find one.
Well, Doug, you take ice and put it on your wrist and on your neck. That was one of mine.
The wrist works?
Oh, that's like a pressure point. Or not a pressure point. You know, like, it's one of the things that when it cools down, it's like your whole body cools
head,
down. Similar to the neck.
The head, too. If you put a towel over your head, it cools your whole body. But we gave those tips. What is wrong with that?
And the tip was go find an upscale neighborhood that you don't live in and jump pools backyard to backyard.
Park your car like the swimmer. Burt Lancaster in The Swimmer. He just went pool hopping. The whole premise of the movie was the swimmer, and you just go pool hopping. But do that. Go find an upscale neighborhood, park your car, take your towel, maybe a few beverages, and just hop a fence and, hey, get out and go to another
Now,
one.
pool hopping was big when you and I were in high school and college. But that was not during the day. It was at nighttime you'd
Well,
go.
eventually you're going to find a house that nobody's there, and you got the whole afternoon to yourself.
And that's your advice.
Yeah, that's what I was going to send to Learn. We had all kinds of great
I don't
advice
suppose
on that
in this
topic.
day and
I don't
age-
know why you didn't want to listen to that episode.
In this day and age, I would think pool hopping could be quite dangerous.
Yeah, we weren't being literal.
Title of this segment.
My knees buckle.
Literally,
literal.
Silence of that.
We will close out this Appliance Discounters 8 o'clock hour. Appliance Discounters, your hometown appliance source featuring major brands like GE. Mr. Lick's call topic for today's Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. And a friendly reminder that there is a new whiskey in town. Fistful of Bourbon's the name, and going down easy is their game. The kin behind Fistful has spent over 100 years concocting the finest blend of 5 whiskeys this side of the Smokies, making it the smoothest bourbon your mouth will ever feel. This is the kind of complexity that can only be accomplished with good old-fashioned hard work and sound alchemy. That's why Fistful of Bourbon keeps winning gold medals, blue ribbons, and whatnots at every fancy liquor competition from the Berkshires to Bakersfield. Get wise and pick up a bottle today. Don't be a damn fool. Please enjoy Fistful responsibly. It's Fistful of Bourbon. Jackson, can you tell the people about your Mugsies?
On? Okay, thanks.
My bad,
Is
dog.
he even there?
My bad.
It's all good. Let me tell you, folks, about Muggsy. A little something about Muggsy. These shorts, we talked about it yesterday. I mean, I went low in the shorts.
You did, Doug? Shot a 75? Is that
Yeah,
right?
3 over, 75. And I went low the time before I wore my Muggsies, which means I really have one choice, just to wear Muggsies all the time when I'm playing golf.
Yeah.
But they're not just for golf. You know, they look great at the clubhouse, but they also look great on the couch. They look great on a patio because they're so breathable, they're so comfortable, and of course with all different colors, ton of different inseams, they look so damn good.
Ew.
I mean, the way that they stretch, like you can be talking to your buddy, you know, in a real power stance, and you can turn real quickly to go grab a beverage, and it's just all seamless. And people will be almost breaking their neck looking like, man, where'd you get those shorts? You tell them you get them at Muggsy. It's not just shorts. They got chinos. They got jeans. They got swim trunks with that nice liner so it doesn't grab up against your balls. It dries real quickly so that you can be moving around at the pool party. You know, you can wear it to the ball game. You know, it doesn't ride you on the inside like a hothead pitcher. That's not what these Mugsies do. What they do is that they're carefully designed to give each guy the comfort and freedom to live their life however the hell they want.
Yeah.
So free your balls once and for all and go to Mugsy.com. Use promo code TMA for 10% off your order. That's promo code TMA for 10% off your order at Mugsy.com.
Do you get in one of those power stances when you're scouting for a new gentleman lover?
Oh my God!
That was in journalism school. They call that a leading question.
Yeah, that was leading.
That was a leading question because.
But you still can answer it.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Doug.
Answer's
Power stance,
yes.
kind of like Jack Black in School of Rock. You got a wide base.
Yeah.
You kind of lean back, pelvis forward.
Oh.
I'm doing it now.
Oh, the pelvis.
But are you wearing Mugsies?
Today, I am not. They are currently in the laundry. I had to wash a little greatness off them after that 75, but they'll be back this week.
There you go.
Easy to wash too. I've washed them a couple times. They always come out.
Mine are in the dryer right now.
Never really an issue. Sometimes with those like nicer shorts, they have some issues in the washer and dryer, but not these.
We'll close out the appliance discounters 8 o'clock hour coming up. Iggy versus Doug, Munganast Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown, and our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. It's all coming up in the Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour. You are listening to the Ryan Kelly Morning After from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Doug Vaughn here, along with the home loan expert, Ryan Kelly, who is not only the king of mortgages, but also one of the best mountain climbers in the entire world. Isn't that right? That's what I've read.
I have to take a lot of guides with me to the top. They basically just have to carry me. It's embarrassing, really, my climbing skills. Yeah, they're not good.
Do you wear lederhosen when you do that?
I don't even know what that is. So.
Shorts?
Oh, yeah,
German
I wear pants.
German-style shorts, yeah.
I'm not sure if they're German. They're REI, maybe.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, it's fancy stuff. You wouldn't know about it.
Well, they're working because you're climbing a lot of mountains.
I do climb a lot of mountains. Not particularly because I'm good or because I look good doing it. I climb mountains for kids battling life-threatening disease and for our military. And this year alone, we have 6 climbs. Big one in South America coming up, Appalachian Trail coming up, and we're raising money for some incredible partners like St. Jude, Friends of Kids with Cancer, Girls on the Run. I invite all the listeners to get involved with our foundation and come on a climb with us. You can learn more or make a donation today by visiting keepclimbingfoundation.org.
You can get an insurance quote anywhere. Ask yourself, what is my provider doing for me? Do I have to hit prompts? Do I have to deal with chatbots? Am I put on hold? Is it always a different person? Are they local? Are they proactive in the community? Do they represent the #1 provider of auto and home insurance in the U.S.? The James Carlton State Farm team is comprised of individuals right here in your neighborhood. We are out supporting our Blues, Cardinals, Bills, and Tigers. Do something new in 22 and kick the out-of-town companies to the curb. Give us a call or go online to carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
This is Tim McKernan. I'd like to tell you about a company I started just a couple of years ago and they still own. And it's called Sound Story. It's essentially a 1-hour interview that we do either in person or via Zoom with mothers, fathers, grandmothers, grandfathers. They come in and they tell their stories, education, growing up, and of course, family stories, the wisdom that they can share with their loved ones for generations to come. It's an audio heirloom. It's Sound Story. To learn more, go to mysoundstory.com.
Remember how life used to be exciting and hold promise for all the good things to come?
I used to work with a pastry chef from Bombay. His name was Mesfin.
Remember waking up on Christmas morning and believing in something?
Now, how that will happen, we haven't yet worked out, but I do believe in it.
Well, that's all gone.
In the air, left field, and gone.
Best you can hope for now is a glass of bourbon and a plate full of ribs to distract you from your impending mortality.
I could use some of that pork, pig boy.
Don't fight it. Salt and smoke.
Okay.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
And now the Pepperoncini Show with Darren Atkins and Ken Stroh. All right, take it, fellas.
There it is. That's the open.
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini.
We don't know what it is. We don't understand the name. We just know it's stupid. And it's available every weekday, featuring Iggy and the Plowboy. Apparently, it's some kind of a podcast or something. Available at TMASTL.com and on the TMASTL mobile app. Whatever. You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, featuring the Ryan Kelly Morning After live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. and another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m. Find the full schedule at TMASTL.com. Brought to you by Ryan Kelly at thehomeloanexpert.com, the most efficient mortgage process you'll ever experience.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at TMASTL.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
I'm as moist as a freshly baked Betty Crocker cake.
The Ryan Kelly Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's cold this morning, and I just wanna stay inside and sleep. My kids kept me up late last night. Damn kids. As the sun rays come in, here comes that hand as it grabs a hold of me and snatches me up.
Sounds like it was recorded on Apple II.
Damn people. I thought about biting him on the hand. If he does it again, I'll give him rabies. What are they looking for? They're asking me where's my shadow. Groundhog, I'm a groundhog. I'm not a damn outroker. I don't know the difference between winter or spring. You're holding me up in front of all of these eyes. Stage fright sets in and it's no surprise.
Ox is on, Ox is off. Ah, yes, Ox. Welcome back, Ryan Kelly Morning After. It is our Maggie O'Brien's 9 o'clock hour here from the Michelob Ultra Studios. We'll be reading your emails in 22 minutes for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Jackson and I are 37 minutes away from getting it handed to us.
Come and get your whoopings.
Boy, after last night's Cardinals performance, we are in trouble.
How was it Jack Flaherty's fault? That's what we'll figure out today from 10 to 11. You can text into that show at 65780. And the problem for me and Jackson is at this point, the TMA listeners have infiltrated the text inbox and are doing satirical texts of real 101 listeners.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out what is really angry at us and what is not. But it's wonderful. Either way, from 10 to 11, the program's called Balloon Party. Pepper and Jeannie will be on at some point. Plowhawk, I know Iggy's not here at the moment.
No.
What is the topic?
He's on vacation.
He'll figure it out. We'll talk about something stupid.
And Mr. Licks has issued a reply to Tervis Parrish, who he is now at war with. It used to be the Worsonwoods Wacko. I guess he's moved on. He says he's on a tape delay now. Yes, Tervis Parrish Epiphany. What a phenomenal school. Forget Villa or MICDS or Burroughs. The Great Epiphany, where all of the country's future leaders, enterprise rent-a-car managers, start their education. That is from Mr. Licks, who is now at war with Tervis Parrish. Doug, it's unfortunate to see what's happening.
Don't pull the hair out of...
Oh, no, what happened?
Iggy brought me a White Castle. They had enormous hair in it.
Look at that hair.
It's not mine.
What color is it?
It's orange.
Oh!
Narrows it down.
Curly.
Oh!
Oh, look at that hair, dude. That's a nipple hair, man.
Oh! I really feel like I might vomit. I might go on the vomit comment.
Now, maybe it's just a piece of the egg.
It's just a piece of the egg.
That's it.
So it's a feather?
Oh, a feather. That's not bad, man.
Well, they do have great egg sandwiches.
That means it's fresh.
They're all breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, good egg sandwiches.
Yeah,
There's some regular burgers in there.
Oh, are they? I didn't see those.
Oh, yeah.
Some onion rings. Onion rings in there, too.
Yeah.
Did you pull that hair out of your mouth?
It was part of the egg.
It's right there on the egg.
It was a two-hander.
You know how when the egg at the end of the egg gets a little hard.
Oh yeah, I know. It wasn't.
Super
I don't
hard.
think you'd find many red curly.
It was orange and curly.
That's the yolk.
dirty boy. You're dirty boy.
Boy yoke.
Yeah.
Is that Valley Girl?
Brought me a sandwich.
Liam Riley.
Brought me a sandwich with boy yolk on it.
Liam Riley's promoting his birthday in 3 days.
Doug, hold on a second. Diggy's talking about a dangerous friend.
Yeah, it's coattails.
Whose coattails are riding?
The penis coattail?
Well, Tim was doing his Valley Girl, and it kind of sounds like Liam Riley.
Okay.
It's my birthday in 3 days.
What? I'm running out of room.
We can play that on the 22nd. It'll fit.
Yeah.
There's Cassidy right there.
Yeah.
She's in a foyer.
He was in
acoustics. There was no furniture in the house.
She's on a Davenport.
He was on a rock.
In a hotel.
He was on a wet rock and a pink thong.
What?
My birthday's in 3 days.
Oh.
Okay.
This is your birthday month, isn't it, Iggy?
That's exciting.
It is July, yeah.
This is your birthday month.
Today's my sister Donna's birthday. Miss you, sweetie.
I'm surprised more gifts haven't come in already for you.
I don't promote my birthday, so nobody knows when it is.
Well, nobody really promotes their birthday around here.
Not around here, but...
But we should promote yours.
Go to Facebook.
Posy and I pretty much have the same birthday.
No. March 14th, baby.
March 13th.
That's almost.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You guys celebrate
Pisces.
together.
Steph Curry also born on March 14th, Posy.
What's up, Bordeaux? What's up, Tim?
Larry Johnson, too.
Grandmama?
That month. No, it was the basketball player. I think you might have had your birthday.
Wasn't that? That was Grandmama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not you're thinking of the running back for the formerly the Chiefs?
Nah, the
Hey,
Charlotte
where'd he go?
Hornets,
Is he a
number
Penn State
2,
guy?
UNLV.
Yeah, that Larry John. That's Grandmama.
What did that mean?
That was his nickname.
Oh, really? Terrible nickname.
He played when you were a kid. I wasn't even alive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I didn't watch too many Hornet games.
I would expect.
Del Curry.
Here we go. I will expect.
Muggsy.
I would expect.
Let's get back to you now.
Too much time talking
And what
about
it is
90s
you would
Hornets.
want in the way of a gift.
Well, I'm sure I would expect when I get here that day balloons and cake, probably.
You would expect it.
Every time I ask for that, I get it. So
Don't you want a gift of some sort?
I don't want anything. I don't celebrate my birthday.
It's on the 25th.
I was 21. That's the last time I celebrated. I don't really care. I had nothing to do with it. I was just the lucky sperm that my egg got hit.
Your egg got hit. Your egg made it through the canal. It made it through a lot of acid.
This doesn't make... I could be wrong, but I could have swore I read where it's 1 in a trillion that you're born. That
Trillion, that's a big number.
That sperm hits your egg and you're born. It's 1 in a trillion chance that happens.
So there's a trillion sperm that get released?
I don't know. That's just the.
Damn, I flushed a lot down.
That's just the number I thought I saw. 1 in a trillion chance that you.
That seems like a lot.
I thought so too, but that's what I.
So I'm looking about.
Seems like a lot
for
of
the nearly 5,000 sperm that make it into the uterotubular junction. About 1,000 of these reach the inside of the fallopian tube. From the 1,000 sperm entering the tube, only around 200 actually reach the egg. In the end, only 1 lucky sperm out of this group of 200 actually penetrates and fertilizes the egg.
1 out of 200, not 1 out of a trillion.
Dude, my crust sock has like Portugal population type numbers.
Did anybody really use a sock?
Well, that's what you say, dude.
I just use an old white tee.
Really?
I don't have great accuracy.
Oh, and you're worried about a hair on my egg.
We should say that for Pepper and Jenny.
Yeah, well, we can still talk about it. Where's your landing spot?
No.
Yeah, what do you use?
Well, there you go, Mr. Lex.
How's that, Lex?
How do you like that topic, bud?
Tickle your fancy?
Doug, it's a great time to ask the people to talk it over Plowhawk with Manscaped.
Yeah, it's a great segue from landing spots to landing strips. And that's what we provide here at Manscaped. We provide the ability to design your shrub no matter the thickness. You can go porpoise style. You can go little landing strip. You could go full tuft and just take a little off the top there to make it even. But then you can do that with the Lawnmower 4.0. But really, the nitty-gritty area, you got to grab the crop duster.
Oh.
You lift it up.
Lift what up?
And you got that 1.5 to 2 inch skin area. Now that's a tough problem. That's like shaving your chin. You don't want to go too fast. But with the crop duster, you got the exfoliating gel. It's clear. You can see it.
I feel better
no
about
nicks,
it
no cuts, no razor burn. Which down there you get razor burn. it's a problem. You're itching, you're scratching, you're making yourself look really uncomfortable in the public
Yeah,
eye.
I bet, yeah.
You don't want that issue. So go to manscaped.com, get your, get your gels, get your crop duster, get your lawnmower 4.0. You even have boxers, Doug. All of this is at manscaped.com.
Yeah.
Type in TMA in the promo code. Get 20% off and free shipping. Super hot out. Last thing you want to do is have a little swampy area there in your pants. Trim it up nice like with Manscaped. Go to Manscaped.com.
What has to go on before you get a swampy area?
Jungle butt.
Oh, jungle butt. That swass is... Whew, it's real. So, yeah, Manscaped will eliminate all that and, get your bush trimmed up, Doug.
Speaking of summer heat, the summer heat is here. Although it looks cloudy out there, I wonder, Doug, do you think it's a little cooler because of that?
It's still hot. It's still
Let me see what I got on my... It says 85.
I told
It's going to be
Plowsy.
cloudy, get up to 97 is what I see. At 6 p.m. is going to be the hottest time of the day.
I told Plowsy I'd play today. Cletus wants me to play today, get ready for this match on Friday. I said, I'm really not putting a lot of work into it. But I told Plowsy, I said, if it would stay like this, I'd play. But the sun is going to come out. It's going to get to like 98. So.
Now, when the summer heat is here, that makes a lot of people think about maybe training for a new career if you're outside all the time. One that gets you out of that weather and into a career you'll love, like IT. And Centric can train you for that career in IT in just 4 months. That's it. Want a new career with unlimited opportunity? That's IT. You want a career where you can work from home? That's so important to some people now. Well, that's IT. If you want a career where you don't give an F whether it rains or it's sunny and 99 degrees, that's IT. And Centric can make that happen for you, even if you have no IT experience. If you're not happy with your job, call Patrick Nealon at Centric Training today, and he'll walk you through Centric's hands-on program and show you how they help get you started in your new IT career. Then, the only time you'll have to worry about the weather is when you have baseball tickets. So call 314-450-4714 or go to centric.com/STL. That's CENTRIQ.com/STL. Technology is the future of St. Louis. Centric can make it your future. In about 13 minutes, we're going to have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com. The morning after at InsideSTL.com. That is how you can get involved on the radio program and compete with the greats. So far, in the month of July, the JV golf coach and Carlos Spicy winner have wins. I mean, that's a nice leaderboard early on.
It's a nice
Some great
board.
players are posting scores, and it's fun to see guys competing here. You know, the Open is a week from tomorrow. That's going to be fun. You know, is it Xander Schauffele's time? I don't know. I don't know, but he is playing some good golf. Is it Rory McIlroy's time to come back and win, or will it be somebody we haven't heard of? Will Tiger Woods make a return to glory? Well, Doug, we'll find out. All at the same time, we'll find out if the JV golf coach and Carlos Spicy winner can win the month of July. Design Air Heating and Cooling. Email today. Send yours in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Munganess Daily Fantasy Sports Showdown.
What am I up now, 5?
I think you're at 4.
You're at 4.
34-30.
All right, Iggy, you're starting it off.
I'm shocked I didn't cash that. Even with only 5 making the cut, I had like
35-31.
470 points last week. That's unheard of.
If you could raise just a little money for the kids, it'd be nice.
But there are a lot of birdies.
Well, I'm the only one cashing.
Well, you're the only one who gets to do research and pick
but
names.
That proves my point. I do research. I cash. You don't. You make
You don't.
the money.
You're not cashing much of anything.
Well, at least I'm cashing. You're
This
not.
tournament tees off at 1 in the morning today.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
it's,
I guess tomorrow morning, but yeah.
I follow you, baby. I follow you.
I guess you don't care about the kids.
All right, Iggy, you have honors. You got the box after the big win last week.
James Hahn or James Huh.
John
don't care
Huh.
about the kids because he bogeyed the last hole. Let's start my 7,000s. 7,700. A lot of people don't know who this guy is. To be honest with you, I didn't know who he was.
Great.
I didn't know.
Please go.
I didn't know who he was.
Locally out there about
I didn't know who he was till last week. But then I did a little bit of digging, and this guy's just been on fire lately. 7th on the. They still call it the Order of Merit over there.
Who do you call it? The Order of Merit?
I don't ever mention that. No.
Race to Dubai, and what they call it. Anyway, he won last week. He's on a hot streak. I'm going with Adrian Meronk.
Spell that, please.
Meronk. First Polish gentleman from that country to ever win on the European Tour.
Is that right?
For the DP Tour.
Okay.
I think he's going to ride that hot streak into the Scottish Open.
Okay. I got Tom Hogue.
Good for you.
Don't poo-poo this selection.
He's top 15 in FedEx points, right?
You have a pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played some good golf. Tom Hogue.
Okay.
We'll stay in the 7,000s. Anytime I can get this guy at 7,000, I'm going to do it. But then again, he blow up. But I'm going with Terrell Hatton.
Terrell Hatton. Okay.
Fiery.
Okay.
Dougie gets a little banty out there.
Box me. Box him.
Sorry, Doug.
Let's get Alfie Bonrad. Somehow he's in this field again.
Okay. Cameron Young.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Cameron Young. 8,100.
We'll stay in the 7,000s. My final 7,000 player. Just been playing well lately, and on this course, he's hit it straight. You get a lot of roll. You don't need to be a bomber. I'm going with Keith Mitchell.
Oh, are you really? Keith Mitchell, okay. Yeah. All right.
I just realized how important it is that I'm involved in this segment.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler.
You're really killing it. You're really killing it.
I'll get involved. I'll tag back into the ring. I was going to tend to a couple of things.
Go ahead.
Make a phone call.
No.
Doug, Scotty Scheffler, #1 player in the world. This is going to be fun to see how his game will translate to the conditions across the pond. What are you expecting?
11,200. I think if he can stack some birdies up, if he can toss in a couple of eagles on the par 5, stay out of trouble, and get the flat stick working, I think he could be a threat.
Well, he's expected to be about owned by 15.68% of the field, so you're going to get the #1 player in the world. Yeah, you know, some exposure, but not as high as, say, a guy like Will Zalatoris, who is projected to be the highest owned player.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many players in this field?
I don't know. I didn't count.
Probably 100.
I don't know.
No, it was more. I'm just trying to figure out what the odds of picking the highest priced player and the #1 player in the world out of a box.
Sounds like it, and that's
You
an
just
accusation.
saw me pick it.
That's an accusation.
You
That's an
just saw me
unfortunate
pick it.
accusation.
And that one was actually faced upside down because I saw you grab it.
Oh, so the
and
rest
had
of
to
them
turn
aren't.
Grab it
Well,
like
there's
you
some
want
that
it.
are, I mean, when you mix them
Grab
up, some
it.
are faced up, but he can't see.
Rewind the video, and we can see me look away as I pull a name out of the damn box.
Correct.
All right, let's go into
Don't be
the
a damn fool.
Let's go into the 8,000s here. Guy just plays well in Europe. He's been playing well everywhere lately, but is it his time? Probably not.
I don't know.
But let me pick him.
Yeah, but pick it
But it
by
could
all
be.
means.
So I'm going to go with Tommy Fleetwood.
But it
Tommy Fleetwood. He enjoys winning anywhere other than the United States.
That's
Expected
why-
to be owned by 13.96%.
That's why I got a shot this week.
Okay, let's get another one, shall we? Oh, Gary Woodland.
Gary Woodland. Doug, he's a guy that has had some good tournaments, dealt with injury. Tough to figure what you're going to get from him, but you went with him anyway.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I'm picking blindly out of a box.
I'm sure you saw.
What's his price?
7,300.
You're in good shape.
Yeah, definitely.
And my last two players in the 8,000s, 9,000s, both young guns, both going to be highly owned probably. Victor Hovland.
Okay.
Well, I know the last guy's going to be.
Hovland. Okay. All right. Why don't I pull another one? Okay. There it is. There it is. Right there. Who we got? Ryan Fox.
Ryan Fox. Expected to be very highly owned. How about that?
8,500.
Doug, you got 7,800 left to play with.
Oh, that's not much.
Doug, you've got yourself an intriguing roster here in this tournament.
Okay.
Oh, Iggy, what are you going with?
Final player, just chalk.
Chalk, cheeky.
I believe he's actually leading the Order of Merit.
Is he?
Even though he...
Order of Merit. It sounds like people who are really thrilled with themselves.
That's what they used to call it, the leading point getter on the European Tour, the DP Tour. I don't know what they call it now. Maybe it's Race for Dubai, which would be fitting.
You going Bobby Mack?
I'm going Will Zalatoris.
Will Zalatoris, Doug.
Okay.
Well, there it is. 23.72% for Will Zalatoris. Chance for you to counter it here. 7,800 is what you have to work with.
Okay.
Will Zalatoris still doesn't have a picture.
Oh, I got under that with Ryan Palmer.
Ryan Palmer, the
That'll be a
Texan. You know, how would you describe his year?
Injury riddled.
Well, he's had a year where he hadn't played as well as he had hoped.
Yeah.
He was hoping to score better than he's scoring now, to hit more greens, more fairways. If the short game were a little bit better, if he could make some putts, his
Yeah.
scores would have been better. Stay out of trouble is a big thing for him. I like his chances if he can stay out of trouble and get up on the frog's hair more frequently and stay out of the woods.
I'd like to know.
Those are the keys for him specifically, not for any other player, but for Ryan Palmer. That's what I see.
He's missed the cut in 3 of his last 4 events, but that was coming off a T5 at the Byron Nelson. But was that just basically, hey, I'm in Texas and I'm going to play well?
It's Chris Berman.
Don't hurt yourself.
So, Iggy, you think it's injury riddled?
Yeah, he's been fighting some injuries. Because, last year he had a great year, I thought.
Yeah. Well, if he has a big year, Doug's going to have a lot of leverage on the field.
Yeah, I'd like to know what's wrong with the PGA Tour. I'm pretty sure Will Zalatoris was the Rookie of the Year last year, wasn't he?
So that means there's something wrong with the PGA
He still
Tour?
doesn't have a picture on the PGA Tour website.
Oh.
He's got a American flag.
A lot of guys who don't like the PGA Tour so much anymore. Zalatoris probably one of them.
He's a well-known face.
Where's
out there
my
now.
picture?
How can you not put a picture up there?
Well, he's been the bridesmaid multiple times at many a major championship. And
last 2, I believe.
And inevitably, he is going to claim one. Here's Mike Francesa talking about baseball out of context, and he uses double entendres, Doug.
Okay.
Oh, I got 2 of them. Okay, yeah, we after dark, I guess.
Yeah.
He gave it to me for 9 innings. Just ran, I'm telling you, up one side, down the other side. For 9 innings, he gave it to me. Whoever that guy is in the audience, he knows who he is. I don't know who he is. He gave it to me for 9 innings that night. He rode me. He let me have it for the whole game. I got it a lot of times. A couple of weeks there where I went places, I got it in a restaurant. It happens. It doesn't happen luckily much, but you know what? That time I took it. What am I gonna do?
This one works perfectly for almost any situation we talk about on the show. So we'll
I don't understand what he was talking about, or someone was giving it to him for 9 innings.
I think probably just giving him grief, and I think in New York you're giving it to him.
He's giving him the business.
Thanks, Doug. That went into the go-to drop. Well, look, that's a really good one. Man, they were
Just
giving it to me.
basically saying how big of a celebrity he is that people are ranting at him for 9 innings in a
Where I went places, I got it in a restaurant.
Yeah, but I got it in the restaurant.
I will say, in the tri-state area, Mike Francesa is royalty.
Yeah, he is.
They love him.
You must not have very good seats. You're getting ranted on for 9 innings. You'd think the people in your big wig seats down there would have money. They wouldn't be bothering with that.
Well,
gave him for 9 innings.
What do you expect from somebody who could have been a coach in the NFL?
You ever
I would have had to take a pay cut.
Ever have anybody give it to you, Iggy, while you're out in public?
In a restaurant?
I'm sure I have.
Giving you the business down there?
Most people are mostly nice to me.
Yeah.
Didn't Joe kind of give it to you at the Post that one time?
Well, he didn't shake my hand and then trash me on the air, but that's just Joe. You expect that from a dick.
Gosh,
I was right by both of them when Iggy shook his hand out. He goes, "We're good," and Joe goes, "No, we're not."
At the Post, right across the street.
I think his exact words were, "I don't like you."
Yeah, it was one of those, "No, we're not cool," or "I just don't like you." One of those mic drop moments.
All right, I'm going out to smoke. You didn't ruin my day.
That was the night me and Biff got pulled over.
Oh, what'd you get pulled over for?
I cut a cop off trying to get in the far left lane, and then he proceeded to give me a sobriety test. I didn't drink anything, so...
You passed it?
Yeah, Biff was, blown away by how fast I passed those. He did the finger test, and did the walking. I'm done in 5 minutes. But yeah, that was a great night.
What are the finger tests?
Like you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Touch your
9,
thumb
10.
to each finger?
Yeah, and dude, it's really confusing when you even explained it, so I was really nervous.
Some of these I couldn't pass if I was straight.
That one's, it's a brain teaser. The backwards alphabet doesn't make sense because I could never do that.
Oh, I can do that. ZYXWVUTSRQPON MLKJIHGFEDCBA.
That's phenomenal.
Look at that! Look at that!
Dude, that was well beyond what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Doug.
Yeah, you got to be ready.
He's Italian.
You got to be ready.
Tricks up your sleeves.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Got to be ready for those DUI tests.
Yeah.
You bought that at a knife party.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a party trick when you
go to the Ritz?
I got pulled over by that Rock Hill motorcycle cop.
Oh,
everybody gets pulled over
we
by.
talked about that guy.
Yeah, I've gotten like 3 tickets from that guy. We were coming home one night, and the girl I was with was smashed. And I think I had 1 beer in like 6 hours.
Oh, that's not money.
No, so he pulled me over.
Yeah.
And I said, what was I doing? Well, going 4 miles over the speed limit. I go, that's not speeding. He said, been drinking? I said, I got one beer at like 6 o'clock or whatever.
That's code for I've hit 4 or 5.
I said, she's smashed. Yeah, but she's not driving. So he gave me the whole test. And he said, walk straight line, do this, do this. I said, look, I can't do this sober. I said, what are you going to pull out a salmon? You need me to fillet without putting a bone in there? I don't believe this test.
I beg your pardon?
Damn.
Is that one of the tests now? Can you bone a salmon?
I mean, the thing is stupid. I mean, I could be totally straight and as toe to foot and put your hand behind your back. I said, if I'm not coordinated, I'm going to
Oh, but
fail
you can
it.
do that. You can walk straight enough.
Well, but I passed all that. Then he made me blow in that thing. I said, so I blew and it was like 0.1. I said, now what do you want? Why did you pull me over? I
Because
said,
he thought you had
you've
been
given me
drinking.
3 tickets in the past year and a half.
He thought you had been drinking.
So anyway, he didn't like the boning the salmon part.
You said that to him.
Yeah, I did.
You want me to bone a salmon
I
to
said,
prove
what's
I'm
next?
not drunk?
What's next? I got to bone a salmon and make sure there's no bones in there? Will I pass? These things are stupid.
And he went back to his car, brought out a salmon, and said, here, you start boning.
Turn it in, bud.
Well, my girl in the front seat didn't help by saying, shut up, pig.
Oh, God.
That's a nice.
Why
I
would
said,
she
will
have
you
done
shut up?
That probably got you the ticket right there.
Yeah, she was not. She was smashed.
Guy just doing his job.
Hey, we got to go to the couple of things here before Design Air Heating Cooling Meal a Day. Stratum Structural Systems is online at 314-620-8153. StratumRepair.com. You're dealing with waterproofing issues. You're dealing with foundation issues. It's Stratum Structural Systems. Matt Ford and Brett Groman. That's who I would recommend to you. And that's who I can tell you I used when I had issues with waterproofing at my home, and I would recommend wholeheartedly to our audience. 314-620-8153 or go online at StratumRepair.com, known for their integrity and their authority with over 5 decades of combined structural experience in basement waterproofing and foundation repair for basement crack repair, foundation peering for settling homes, bowing or rotating wall repairs, basement waterproofing services like sump pumps, interior and exterior drainage solutions, egress window installation, concrete leveling, and downspout extensions. It's Stratum Structural Systems, Chesterfield, Missouri, and Columbia, Illinois. Let them know you're a TMA listener, and you get $100 off your repair project. It is Stratum Structural Systems. Chris Raby just texted me and said, does Ken really not understand that the odds are the exact same for Doug to pick any of the players in the box? It's Chris Raby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that meant.
It meant I could pick Scotty Scheffler with the same likelihood I could pick the worst player in the tour.
Well, there's more terrible players in that box than good players.
Well, but you saw me turn my head away from the box.
I wasn't paying attention.
Pick one name out, and that's who it was.
You do it too often.
You're suspicious.
I do.
Damn. Well, I promise there's no.
You can't win.
Well,
If I pick a lousy name, you go, yeah, that's what you should have picked.
You don't
If I
usually
pick a good name, it's, oh, you're cheating.
Well, you don't usually win.
Doug, you got a good team, though, so excited.
35-31. You've lost 31 times to a guy who can't even pick the players he wants.
Well, you get lucky 31 times. I get screwed 31 times.
See how it works, Doug?
Guess. It proves that it's mostly a guess.
No, it's not a guess on my part. I took work
But
into
it's a
it.
guess if you lose 31
No,
times.
it's up to the player. I can only pick them. They gotta perform.
Well, same with me.
James Huh.
They still have to perform when I pick them.
You make a par on the last hole from the fairway, 138 out in the fairway. I can make a par from 138.
No, you can't.
Chunks it in the bunker and then knocks it 30 feet by. So, goodbye. Don't care about the kids. Cost the kids money.
Did you approach him about it? Send him an email? Partially worded text or anything?
No.
If you saw him on the street, would you have a word with him?
I saw him on the street. I wouldn't know who he was.
Oh.
What if you see Ryan Kelly in the streets? You probably know who he was, Doug.
Yeah, I absolutely know who he was. Yeah. He's the home loan expert.
It is time for the Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Day. Nice sperm talk today, Jack Wagons. When I woke up this morning, I thought to myself, gosh, I hope somebody brings up some painful memories from my childhood. Why not just kick me in the nads? Remind me that I was conceived on the shoreline of Deer Creek, and my life has sucked ever since. First birthday card. Sorry, buddy, can't make it to your party. I'm coaching at bowling tournament. Love, K. Third birthday. Hey, kiddo, not going to make this one. I'm naked in Bermuda. 21st birthday. This shall be our last contact. I just scored a 3-hour workday on the radio. Sayonara, K. Illegitimate Ken Jr. Sent from my iPhone. Kevin's Hotmail.
Kevin's Hotmail.
I don't know if anybody knows today. I have my bowling shirt on.
What do you got going on? There, you're showing it off. Bon bowling. That Doug?
What's it say? You wear that a few times, did you? Fontbonne. Oh, that was the school. Yeah.
Or twice. 2 tournaments.
Collector's item now, since the program was run into the ground and now defunct because of the head coach.
You wore that when you were coaching?
This, and if it was a winter tournament, I had well, Spicy Winter has it now. It's a purple Fontbonne bowling. It says
Nice.
Coach Iggy on it. I gave that to Spicy Winter.
Right.
Spicy Winners. You got a bacon shirt.
I've seen him wear that.
He showed up to Sunday night futsal league?
Futsal.
In his TJ Warren jersey, worn backwards with his Horton Watkins graduation cords around his neck. This is my moment. I said my crumpled up Slobo Ilieski 8x10 photo in my gym bag. The whistle blew, and I slid tackled that MF repeatedly.
Oh.
He went down like Chops Ritter after getting punched by Sam Snead. That's what he gets for not reading my Rhino Shield mic drops. That's from a 101 listener dream journal.
101 listener dream journal. Was it Chops Ritter that Sam Snead
Yeah, I
slugged?
believe that's who hit him.
And he went down like a sack of potatoes.
Doug, what if you were walking by the KFNS studios that day and saw Sam Snead hitting a burly Mike Ritter in the gut and watch him fall to the ground? I think
Why
you
was
were on
Sam Snead
mushrooms.
punching anyone? He had to be 80-something at the time, no doubt.
I think I told that story, and it's wrong. I think Sam Snead said, punch me in the stomach. I think Chops Ritter got chopped by Ric Flair or something.
Oh, that would probably hurt more.
So Chops Ritter punched Sam Snead?
Mike Ritter hit Sam Snead in the
I don't think it was. I think Mike Ritter got chopped by Ric Flair. I think Sam Snead was in the studio and was just talking about how great a shape he is. Punch me in the stomach. Punch me in the stomach.
I wouldn't do it.
Who punched him?
I don't know.
Sounds like Chops.
No, Chops, I think I said Chops was punched by Sam Snead, but that wasn't the
That's
case.
a funnier idea.
That wasn't the case. I think Jay corrected it. I don't know what happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, Buck Swope has entered the chat.
Okay.
Iggy, I'm sorry you did not like yesterday's email about index cards tracking TMA analytics. The uncut draft was over 2,000 words, 80% of which broke down your hijackings. For example, 26% of all hijackings focus on learn, 21% are golf-related, 18% are about porn or ASMR, 16% involve Iggy's sexual conquest/prospects, 6 to 15% involve celebrities Iggy interviewed and or engaged in phone sex with, 10% involve Ned Reynolds and or getting fired, while the remainder are just old man ramblings about getting scammed or name-dropping people nobody outside of Brentwood's ever heard of. For the time spent hijacking metric, you'll notice a steady increase from 5 minutes per show in 2016 to over 1 hour per show in 2022. On June 30th, approximately 65% of the entire presentation was a hijack conversation. Basically everything but the live reads and Iggy's extended breaks. This was the day Iggy trashed Doug Gottlieb, attempted to book Bob Costas for his podcast that does not exist. Retold the story
Is this
about
an email?
It is. Retold the story about the time he banged an old lady for his 21st birthday while Iggy's own parents were left hanging at dinner. Then Iggy expressed disappointment with a dating site for olds that was just a bunch of pictures of Joe Biden falling off of a bike before explaining how he learned to please a woman by watching Seymour Butts porn alone in a motel on Lindbergh Hill Northwest Plaza. It was at this moment that TMA advanced from a locally flavored Stern ripoff into a documentary about Iggy's slow road dementia. Again, I'm enjoying the show. Doug, that's from Buck Swope, and he's a legend.
Buck Swope.
Are you or are you not in Mexico?
Who are we talking? Are we talking to Buck Swope?
I thought I saw on his fan page he was posting pictures.
There's a Buck Swope fan page?
Yeah, I started it.
No, not a fan page. On your page, you were posting pictures from Mexico, I thought.
I'm a moderator on that one, too.
So if not, I apologize. But if you are in Mexico on vacation and you're doing this, you really have no
Well,
life.
maybe he's just sitting around the pool with his phone in
Coming
his
up with
hand.
emails and taking percentages of what I talk about.
He's just making up the percentages.
Whatever.
Hey, Bowtie, I want to treat you like you treat the best sands in baseball. Climb down from your ivory tower in Scrooge to Wallet's Fortress and stroll down to Broadway and Clark at 12 noon today, and I will urinate from my balcony.
Oh.
Then you know what it feels like to be pissed on like us. The Mets got Max Scherzer, and you signed the Mets reject. That seems like a good deal. Our best pitcher pitched in effing Japan before he came here. See that thing in the pocket of your Peter Millar pants? It's your iPhone. Pick it up and call somebody and make a deal. And what's the media in this town talking about? Missed chances with a teenage Joan Jett. Let me get this straight. Everybody leaves and you stay in a hot tub with Chase Richards, but you can't figure out a way to stay and party with hot rock and roll stars. Makes sense. Get your ass down to the stadium and hold these losers accountable. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Steve at one Cardinal way.
Okay.
That's what a mic drop would sound like if Jackson would allow them to be played.
Yeah, but I don't.
Steve in one Cardinal way.
And finally, morning guys, sorry to halt the programming here, but Doug, did I just hear you say you went to a public pool? Hey, Doug, can you hear me? Tim, did Doug say he went to a public pool? Plowsy, can you pop me up? I'm trying to disrupt the fluid nature of a conversation we're currently having to backtrack to a statement Doug mentioned 3 minutes ago about a public pool. But Doug, Jackson, and Tim are actively ignoring me. Doug, a public pool. Did you go to one? Why in the hell isn't anyone acknowledging the brain vomit point I'm trying to clarify right now? Wow, I mean, it's just hard to believe a tenured host with massive perks like 2 full weeks of vacation would go to a public... What? Wait, what do you mean you have 4 weeks of vacation? 4 weeks? Tim, I'm going to need you to stick your neck out for me again to get what others have due to their sharp negotiating and perceived value as an employee. This is getting ridiculous. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. If you need me, I'll be outside smoking during the hours I'm on the clock. And for the record, if you want to talk about ex-wives, go ahead. I'm not going to talk about it. But if you want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. My Snapchat is negril111@cableamerica.net.uk.
Sure it is.
Thanks. That's from I'm a guy who wouldn't be caught dead in a public pool, but I do share a breezeway with 17-year-old Pattonville dropouts and use public laundromats in my rent-controlled starter home dormitory for the underprivileged.
Oh, ouch.
Repeat that one, Doug.
I can't.
He's new.
Dormitory for the underprivileged.
And that's what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day.
Wow.
Show me what you got, little mama.
I
Show
thought
me what
there
you
were
got, little lady.
three good ones. Dormitory for the
Wow.
underprivileged, Steve in one Cardinal way, Buck Swope. They were all strong.
I mean, great competitors today.
Yeah.
Really strong batch.
I'll go for Dormitory of the underprivileged.
I think this guy's going to be the new, just changing his name, like the guy. What's the guy from Nashville? Puts all the different names in there.
What now?
What's going on?
Kenny Chesney.
No,
The guy from Nashville who puts names
Derrick
in there?
Henry. King Henry.
Anyway, the guy who comes
the
up every
world?
4 months with a new name and wins everything. That's going to be this guy, and that's who Tim's going to vote for. So just to be fair and give Swope a little love because he's never won, I'm going to vote for Swope.
That's a nice gesture.
God, I mean, I think Stephen Wildwood is live. I think Buck Swope is live, and I think the laundromat Pattonville student is live. Here's the problem, Doug. I feel like I can't go wrong, but I also feel like I can't go right.
Right, that's how I felt. All three were very good.
Oh, man. I guess the one that made me laugh, though, was the Pattonville
Yeah,
dropout.
thank God. If you'd have voted for Swope, I'd have changed my pick.
I want to call him Dormitory for the Underprivileged.
The dormitory for the underprivileged. All right, well, we're about to take emails that are not necessarily satirical here in 3 minutes down the hallway. Doug, we're gonna get blamed candidly for last night's affair against the very dominating Ian Anderson.
Yeah,
he's up. He's right there at Cy Young level, and he shut
Doesn't he
down
have like a
those.
7 ERA?
Well,
yeah, well,
you got to watch the
tough.
games.
Yeah.
He was nibbling on the corner.
No, it's not all about stats.
It's about the guys in blue.
That's right. Balloon party coming up next. Iggy, what is the topic today on Pepper and Genie? Mr. Lick's not happy with your guys' topics.
I don't know, but I'm going to pick something that Plowsy doesn't want to talk about.
What's that?
Wait.
What?
Like I do every day. I just pick things Plowsy doesn't want to talk about.
You know what it is already?
No, I've said we don't know until we open the mics.
Oh,
no
there you
clue.
go. All right, well, that's coming up, too. There it is. We'll shut it down for the Plowhawk, for Action Jackson, for Kenneth Iggy Strode, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Sullivan, Vaughn, to McKernan. This has been the Ryan Kelly Morning After on 105.7 HD2 FM from the Michelob Ultra Studios.
KPNT FM, HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Your home for the Morning After and TMA all day. Stream us live at youtube.com/TMA.